There must be a way to defeat this evil. Earth cannot die this way.
Luck would have it, America's most powerful villains of the next decade are turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men.
I'll show you what real evil is.
I have been chosen to rule this planet.
The villains themselves were ultimately responsible for much of the popularity audiences love to hate.
This is the greatest hand I've ever made.
The importance of the villains was not overlooked. Of course, one of the worst of all was Villainy games. They had no code of ethics. Three figures, outlaws and malevolent if that. The villainous squad of really nice boys who just happened to be on the wrong side of the law.
The day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life, but for me, it was Tuesday.
Villains who possess supernatural abilities. Villains who were the personification of carnage. Villainy games, more accurately, the dark side of our beings. Perhaps it is due to this seminal connection that audiences can relate their experience in life with the villains and their dastardly doings.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Sometimes they were comedic, or relentlessly horrifying. They were the foes of society, whether fighting the local sheriff, or a secret agent. Frequently they mirrored our times, the gangster villains which rival real newspaper headlines of the present day. Collectively, they are the components which fueled nightmares for decades to come.
Pretty good, actually, for me.
Ladies and gents, I am fucking tired. I'm sick and tired about hearing about what's hot and what's not on YouTube, because we are the people versus Villainy Games, and we came to take over. My name is not only Marv, the existential villain. Right next to me is...
It's your neighborhood friendly villain, J Kid, and across from me is...
Talking to the mic, my brother.
313 Shinigami.
Yeah.
And right next to him
Right next
is
to him,
Future One.
Hey,
From a
guys.
dystopian future where Microsoft controls the handheld market with the X-Boy.
Yes.
It's a dark, dark time where he comes from.
Which I'm kind of salty about our races in Mario Kart 8.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad to have you on the show, though.
He went to the future just to kick some ass. He came to the
did.
past to kick some ass. Oh, I like that. I think
I
that's
like
gonna be your
that.
slogan.
Bars.
Came from the
Bars.
past. Came to the
Bars.
past to kick some ass. I can totally dig that. Well, what do we usually do when we start these shows?
Well, we usually talk about what we have played on this week, which is called Your Play of the Week.
Boom.
So we're going to start by one of our guests. We're going to start with Future One.
Sure. This week wasn't the most video game heavy week for me. I just had some work stuff to take care of, but I did manage to get some Mario Kart in, some Persona 5 in, and then yesterday I saw that there was a sale on PSN, and I picked up a few indie games.
Nice.
I got Risk of Rain and Shadow Complex because I never beat that back on Xbox. And I've been on a big
Shadow Complex. Oh, that's like Metroid,
kick.
right?
Yeah. See what I did there?
The irony is real.
Yeah. But no, I'm about 36 hours into Persona now. On the third dungeon. JK, I know you've been playing Persona. How?
Actually, I have not.
What?
I have not been playing Persona.
Listen, last week.
That's
you said-
blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
Listen. I've been playing other games that I have to, erase people with.
Oh.
Yes. And I've been, somewhat right there, but it's not about me. It's about you right now. We'll get to me in a second.
Spoken like a true villain.
No, so Persona's still pretty dope. Still enjoying the combat. Music's still great. The whole game is just freaking stylish as fuck, man. I don't know what else to say about
The
it.
game is incredible, obviously.
And then Mario Kart. I played against this guy, J Kid. He was streaming on YouTube a few days ago.
We were.
So today, let me join in. We're
All right.
friends on the Switch.
Yes, we
Let me
are.
try and join his lobby. And then some shit went down.
Yes,
It went down.
A lot of shit went down.
And went down in the
A
DM.
lot of shit went down.
That bad?
It was that bad.
It was that bad.
It wasn't that bad. It was bad.
I feel like Future One just ripped me a little bit, you know? That's why I've been getting these tick urges, you know? Like,
Switches.
yeah. Ooh, I'm not. J-Kid's not gonna be so friendly probably by the end of this year. You know? So yeah. Oh man,
Uh-oh.
it's coming.
Troubles on the horizon.
Still ways to go.
Troubles on the
Hey, you
horizon.
beat me in Bob on Blast.
That's true.
That
was pretty
that
good.
mode I'm not that good in.
No, but you did beat me on a couple things, but it was cool.
Yeah.
The experience was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad you came into the server and online too with our stream.
Yeah, yeah.
So and also on the Gamers with Attitude channel and the Villainy channel, you could see what we're talking about on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We have a stream and a recap on both channels. Make sure you check it
I
out.
can dig it. But God tier.
Salt and betrayal.
Yes. Salt and
God
Betrayal.
tier. What have you been playing this week, God tier?
I mean, I just got done with finals, so I just been playing myself.
Oh, I mean that mic close. You gotta
gotta-
kind
you
of like
gotta eat
give the
the
mic
mic.
a
You gotta eat the
blowjob
mic.
for it to hear you.
Like this.
Much better?
Yeah,
Yes.
much better.
Yes.
So, finals has been up, and I finally got rid of that. I'm officially done with school.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Congrats.
I remember that feeling.
man.
And I've just been playing myself retarded lately on like Paladin, because like I just like found this game and like holy shit, it's like the best thing ever. It's like
What's Paladin?
it's made by High Res Studio.
Is it like a shooting game with League of Legends?
It's a
base?
MOBA. It's basically Overwatch like had sex with Smite.
Okay.
So like you get
I
to have
got you.
like your basic characters and different nations of it, but then you have the MOBA the Smite concept like customizing it. So it brings in like a whole new twist to it, but it still follows the same formula.
So it's 5-on-5?
Yeah, 5-on-5. I felt like I personally feel like it's a better Overwatch. I don't know, it's just me. Like I love
Overwatch is pretty good, man.
Might have to check that out.
I do love Overwatch. Like I hated the game. I absolutely thought the game was trash. Team Fortress 3,
wow.
Then I played
There's
it,
nothing
I'm
wrong
like,
with Team Fortress, though.
But you're right. There is nothing wrong.
Team
The
Fortress 2
formula's
came
great.
out in what year?
Early 2000s.
2005.
Yeah, around 2005 or 2006.
Somewhere around
The
there.
formula's great. All you do is just get more hats in that game. and Overwatch, same concept, is just skins. But I've been playing a lot of Paladins, and just this weekend on the 11th, you know, as you can tell, we're both kind of hyped about the new update for Street Fighter 5.
Of course we are.
We'll get into that.
We'll
One.
get into that.
That's guns and butter right there. Looking at the burn chat, we got the extra motherfucking grrr in the house saying it was the usual. J-Kids stay catching L's. Then we got Game Planet C. What up, my boy?
DX is like the other reason why I'm getting ripped right now. Like my brain is getting ripped to shreds right now. For
Gaming
real.
Planet C said, "Where's Mighty Pete?" And Soak City Hill, my boy, he said, Mighty Pete is probably hashtag beating his meat." Then he said Paladin. He said
Ain't
Paladin
wrong.
is fucking whack.
Where's Mighty Pete's Fedora, though?
Mighty Pete's Fedora will get here. He never misses
He usually
a
comes in the middle
a
of the
podcast.
segment.
He never misses a podcast.
But give their games some time. It's still in the beta process for Paladins, yo.
I'll give it
All
a
games
try.
start
though.
off bad until later. Unless
Yeah.
you're playing Raccoon City Operation.
That
Jake
game
and
was
Doski.
horrible.
Tell me about your plays of the week, brother.
Well, I've been playing a lot of games this week, actually. I've been playing, first off, Witcher 3. Wow,
nice.
I just started playing Witcher 3 and Wild Hunt. Getting a little bit into the story. I even have an unopened Witcher 2 for PC, which I never tried out yet, so I might have to open it and just put it in. But Witcher 3 has been amazing. Oh my god! Like I've never experienced such a Monster Hunter feeling
You're
for
gonna
that.
dump so many hours into
Wait,
that
Witcher is like Monster Hunter?
No.
Much. Like it,
I mean,
He said no.
but like some of the elements are there.
like there are monsters you can hunt
Yeah.
and you got to prep for,
Yes.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it doesn't
Monster
play like
It doesn't
Monster
play,
Hunter.
yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go on this quest for 50 minutes on this field and monsters can leave like the different rooms or whatever. It's not
Okay.
like that.
No,
Okay.
it's not like that.
Because it's
but
open world, right? Monster
It
Hunter
is
is like in
open-
quadrants
Yeah, exactly.
and shit.
It's open world, but it's
They
like
already saying it in the chat. J Kid is drunk.
I have my 40 ounce already. So yeah.
Oh boy.
So I've been playing that. I've also been playing Nier Automata. I've been playing
So
that.
jelly. So jelly.
I know. I'm sorry, man. I had to play it, but I will tell you that I did not save, so it's basically putting me back on the first new game, basically, because
How the hell you
it's
not
hard.
Even Jesus saves.
No, because here's the reason why. All right, even Jesus saves lives. Here's why. When you play the game, you go through a different amount of obstacles. I'm talking about like one of those arcade plane shooters, like what you see in Neo Geo games. You start off that, and then you start off with 3D. Then you go off with 3D fighting. You're on your own, and you start.
JK was
beating
drunk
people
when
up.
he was playing.
And
I'm pretty
Prior to
sure
the-
somewhere between those transitions you can save.
No, I think you
no,
can't save until after
you
the first.
can't. Exactly. You
Oh,
can't
oh,
save.
okay.
Until after the first
until
mission or whatever, chapter or whatever
the
it's
first
called.
mission is done, and all those
You played Nier?
obstacles.
I played the demo and I've heard some podcasts where they mentioned
Oh
that.
man.
I went through some obstacles, and at the very last part of the mission, I died. And it's like
Stay taking the
45
yell,
minutes.
even on single player games.
Stupid.
Oh, he's drunk when he
ripped.
plays these games. He's drunk.
So, at the end, I died, and it was like 45 minutes into
Yeah.
it already. I was like,
You lost
shit.
almost an hour
And
worth
then-
of gameplay.
Here's the funny part, Marv. Here's the funny part.
Yeah,
Marv.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
was there no
Usually don't
checkpoint or like did you just turn it off?
No checkpoint when I was there. No checkpoint whatsoever. No.
That
and
I
the
don't know,
game
but, like-
even tells you can't save until the proper destination.
Because
It
I know
tells you
I know
right first.
saving in that game is a story element. What you're actually doing when you save the game is you're downloading your brain into another Android. So you're not ever playing with the same character. You have the character's memories.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
really?
So it's a story element. They got that game off. It's dope.
It's
Did you ever play
it's
the first
dope.
one?
I love it.
Fucking wish I did.
It's dope. I love it.
That's my kind of game.
No, yeah, like the first one, like the gameplay wasn't the best, but the story was
yes.
was a bit crazy.
Dude, you see the creator of that game?
Yeah,
He wears a fucking mask all day. It's like the moon shape.
what's his name? Something.
I forgot his name, but the dude is dope as shit, man. He's like another Suda 51,
Kinda.
but he looks a
Yeah.
little wackier. He never takes the mask off.
He never does.
At least not in interviews or anything like that. I'm sure he takes
yeah,
it off at some point. I see Juan's face already. I'm sure at some point he takes it off. But any
So
game related
He
thing?
rocks it like Daft Punk or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
it's-
Almost like that.
yeah. It's like a moon shaped mask. It's like
But I
perfectly
think
round.
the mask is new because that mask was part of like the first Nier. I would
yeah,
say, like,
he started wearing it when he made the first Nier.
Yeah, but he's the same guy from Drakengard.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Yeah. And I love Drakengard too.
I have the game too.
I love Drakengard on PS2. The endings were so out there.
Yeah.
It's like a medieval dragon game. You ride dragons. It's like Dynasty Warriors, but with dragons.
Yes.
Never played it. Never had the chance.
Check it.
It-
So when
it's
you beat
pretty
the
good.
game, what you end up doing is you end up going to New York City on the dragon, fighting like giant babies in the air. It's fucking bonkers, bro.
You
Oh,
just seem
part
like
one,
it's
right?
Like the never-ending
it's-
story. With
And it's
like
crazy.
No, because it's like a bloody version of New York, like apocalyptic.
Okay.
And it's
And-
crazy because your protagonist.
And it's like babies. It's babies in the air, like giant, fucking, huge, crawling babies flying around.
Wasn't it crazy that the protagonist's tongue was like cut out? So
Yeah,
he
because
can't
he
talk,
made a
basically,
he
so-
he
Yeah,
sold
it's
his soul
deep,
to a
it's
dragon to live because he died on the battlefield, and the dragon was like, let's make a pact so we can be one being. You still have your own body, and the dragon has his own body, but you're pretty much one being, one soul.
Okay.
So when you made that pact, you have to sacrifice something. So he sacrificed his tongue.
Not his pinky. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know why his tongue, but it's just
No, but every character
deal that they
sacrificed.
made.
Every dragon rider sacrificed something. Like one girl sacrificed her eye. One guy, I forgot what else it was. It was crazy, but
pretty cool element though. to
the
put in
creator
the
of
game.
Drakengard and Nier, and what else he made? I feel like there was one in between that. I might be wrong.
Drakengard 2.
Drakengard 2
And
and-
There's
three.
there's a Drakengard
And 3 for
Yeah,
PS4.
but no, the dude's dope. But
Mario Kart 8 we'll talk about later, and Street Fighter 5. which is the new Capcom Fight Network beta Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, it's not the CD. So
not
for
the
those
CD.
of you who are interested in getting the game, literally you have to go into the PSN store and download it. It's not something like an update on a CD or a hard copy.
It's basically the physical copy, but you can only play online.
Right. There's no training mode or anything.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what the regular copy was. There was no arcade mode. There was
true.
there was nothing.
They added things.
They added things, but it's free for everyone for PSN, of course, and on Steam. You could also download it on Steam.
Right.
Fucking bonkers.
I think it's like only 9 gigs or 8.5 gigs.
Yeah, it was
So
very
it's
short.
free for everybody, or is it? Like,
Yeah, it's free for everybody.
and
So
you can play with.
You can pick it
You
up.
could
right
even.
now.
I have the
You
Street
could
Fighter
even
5.
did it.
Well, if you didn't have, it,
Yeah.
you could just pick it up and then like just download it and play. And it has most of the stages, like 90% of the stages unlocked.
90% of the stages, and it has all the
Yo,
characters that you could play with. Even the new ones.
Even
that
the
came-
DLC characters.
Even the DLC.
So how are they
characters.
making money?
It's just
It's just a beta.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
Yeah, the burn chat is live. It said, "Fuck you, Six City. Free is the beast." I don't know what that was. Probably something later on in the chat.
Capcom.
Nier seems like that game that will be free on PS Plus in a couple years.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's fucked up, bro.
That's kind of fucked
That's
up, but
fucked up.
maybe.
And then we have DX the Great throwing a shot at God's here, saying we have Danny Glover on the bottom right.
Oh shit!
I can see it. I can see it. Young Lando over here.
You're allowed to burn
Thought
back.
Lando's on
Remember the
last
rules.
He was on last week.
You're allowed to burn back.
Oh.
Childish Gambino.
Oh. Wait, he might have meant Danny Glover from
Lethal
Weapon. That's who I thought he was talking
That's
about.
what I thought you meant to say. Yeah.
Oh, what did I say, Donald? I meant to say Danny.
I didn't say
Danny
Lando.
Glover.
Yeah, he said Danny Glover. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, you and what's his name? Mel Gibson. Fucking throwing Jew jokes.
I'm too old for this shit.
More blind ass always missing shit. Yeah, I'm really bad at reading. We need the computer like by J Kid.
Yeah, that's true.
J Capcom. Capcom stay taking L's with that bullshit.
Word.
Burn back. We ain't scared. Oh, they're asking you to burn, throw,
Yeah,
burn
you can
back.
burn back.
You got called Danny Glover, bro. Throw burn.
They're very
No, I
humble.
took it as a compliment. Successful. Why the hell would I burn something?
It's true.
That's
He'd
so
rather be
beautiful.
Danny Glover.
You could say worse. There's worse things you can say, DX.
There is worse things.
That was like a compliment.
Get your
Man, I
burn
already
up,
made
man.
it.
But moving
Get your burn
forward,
up, man.
did we get all your plays of the
we
week?
got it.
All right, moving forward,
ahead.
it's time for Jay Kidowski's.
Whoa, Marv, you didn't play any games?
No, I don't. I haven't had any time at all to play games.
Oh, I like this.
I haven't had any time at all to play games with the constant studio bullshit that I'm going through.
All right.
But let's get to it, J Kid. You got the big screen up to date.
I love this.
Now you need a little catchphrase for when you do these, so that every week
Now,
we have you.
let's get into this mindset of the new releases.
Oh, I did miss the
on-
Predator joke. My bad, J Kid. They said, "Why are we all purple? We look like we're about to get killed by the Predator."
I know, right?
More blind ass.
Don't scare me.
I only got one eye, guys. Go easy on me. J Kid's drunk for this. Go ahead, J Kid. Get us.
I'm
up
always
to
drunk,
date.
baby. All right, let's get up to date with J Kid.
Nice.
Now, coming May 16th, we got Ikaba's Beats coming out for PS4
It's
and
Akiba
the Vita.
beat.
Or Akiba.
Yeah.
Akiba's Beats for PS4 and the Vita.
No idea what that is.
That's the sequel to that game where you strip
That's
the
why
girls.
nobody had an
Yeah, it's a
idea.
sequel to Akiba's. You played it.
Yes, we played it. We played that
Him and
game that you
JK.
could take off people's shirts
Yeah.
and take off people's pants.
It's
and all
actually
that
very
shit on
PG for something where you take off people's
there.
clothes.
Yeah, exactly, right? It was just a wacky game. Shout out,
Right.
shout out to shout out to Young Lando. He got a copy of that.
Yeah, he won a free copy off of us.
All right. So the next one's for the PSVR, which is Farpoint. Farpoint is pretty much one of those sci-fi space horror games that you could play on VR. of
J
course.
Kid is too drunk.
I am drunk.
Look, DX
I
had
told
told
you, I
you
got
he
my-
was drunk.
I told you, I got my 40 right here.
Oh, it looks like a 40.
40.
Put in the camera again.
Word,
Looks
I
like
got
With
my
this
20.
lighting,
Oh,
with
shit.
the lighting, it looks
like
like a
20.
40.
Gotcha. All right. Now this one's what everybody's waiting for, of course. Injustice 2 is coming out on May 16th.
Ooh.
Any inputs on this?
Hold on.
Ooh.
Got
Whoa,
here.
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, he got a copy of it.
Whoa! Got
a
here at the
copy.
copy.
Oh my God. Hold
Injustice
it in
2.
J Kid's screen. Hold it in J
Hold
Kid's
it.
screen.
Give me-
It's the bigger screen.
Correction.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Why aren't we playing Injustice right now?
God tier.
Correction.
has a copy of Injustice on him right
This
now.
is not Xbox One. It's not green. You know, it's blue. But this is the physical
in the
copy
plastic.
right here
In the plastic.
with Superman on the cover.
Young.
JK about to.
Injustice 2.
We got
GC community, you already know how
Yeah.
we do it.
Word.
Silk City Hill said JK's about to throw up on the air.
Whoa. I'm about to throw off stupid sick with this. Holy shit, yo.
It's here.
Wow, it's here. It's here. But you guys can get it on May 16th. All right. We're about
Oh,
to
yeah,
play that later.
I don't want to interrupt or anything,
What's
but
up?
I do. On 46, they're actually holding a tournament for Injustice.
Ooh.
The
GameStop
Little Falls.
46?
Yeah, the one over there, Little Falls.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right
they
by.
got all the systems up there.
Yeah,
so.
at 5 o'clock. Just for those who aren't interested, just
What
sign
date?
up. Release day.
Oh, release date? Okay.
Oh, Juan's gonna be in there kicking ass.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Proof.
His favorite character is who's a funny character?
I might start.
Flash. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hear he's fast.
Who's a troll character? They don't have any troll characters in there, do they?
Joker.
Joker, of course.
Yeah.
is the
But I
biggest
mean like a
little
Dan, a character that's bad on purpose.
Well, I'm gonna main later.
He got that Jason Todd beat stick, son.
That's
that
fucked
crowbar.
up.
Nah,
That's
that's
crazy.
fucked up.
That's
He
crazy.
killed
man.
Jason Todd.
Yo,
with
it
that.
hurts me
He
so
killed
bad.
somebody
That's
with
my
that.
favorite
Right?
He killed somebody
He killed
with
That's the
someone
that.
only
that.
reason why I picked this shit up.
That shit's not a troll, man.
I like his outfit though. I like
mean-
I like his costumes in this game.
I would love to see Damian Wayne's combos, of course. Damian Wayne combos. He's not dead in that game.
You're right.
They actually
not
aged
that-
him up.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. Unless they give him the outfit where he dresses up as a Batman, fuck that.
Well, they had to age him up because
We
you
got-
can't have Joker crowbarring a kid on the game.
What's it rated?
Yeah.
T or?
It's
or
T.
Rated T.
Rated T.
It's got to be T.
Oh well.
They don't have fatalities in that shit.
What do they have?
They have super heroic brutalities.
Brutality.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. That's DC versus Mortal Kombat.
We do not speak of that name for those which we don't speak.
What else have we got on up to date?
All right. So we got Operation Fable.
Don't say that name
Operation-
either.
Don't say that name either. That's forbidden. Crapcom's worst game.
What game?
Not worst game, but you know, OR. Let's say OR.
Okay.
All right. ORC.
Okay.
All right.
RC.
So it's Operation Babel.
Operation Babel.
New Tokyo Legacy.
Damn, we're definitely in the dry season of gaming.
Now there's some games coming out this week.
Yeah.
Injustice 2.
We got Injustice 2.
That's about
we got
it.
it here. So we're probably gonna
Fire
play a
Emblem.
little bit, but if we have it, we have PS4. Oh, well.
We do.
All right, cool. So the next game, The Surge.
Oh.
So PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I don't know what that game is.
So
but
the
it sounds
Surge
great.
is a sci-fi Dark Souls, basically.
Nice.
Oh,
So it's by the developers that made Legends of what's it? What?
Dragoon.
Lords of the Fallen, I think. Yeah, Lords of the Fallen. It was like that was another Dark Souls game that was.
Oh, the Viking game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
it's
one
a
that came out on the
Viking
Xbox
Dark
One
Souls?
PS4.
Yo.
Yeah.
It was the watered down version of,
Yeah.
Of Dark Souls.
DX the Great in the burn chat. Danny Glover stole that case from GameStop.
Don't matter though. I got it. Where's your?
Oh, burn,
It looks sealed to me.
burn.
It looks sealed.
He
to
said.
me.
He said, "Where's your copy,
It
DX?"
looks sealed.
Oh, he's opening it now for
Opening
you.
it for the podcast.
Oh, it's not real. It's not happening. Watch. Oh, it's gonna take effort. Oh,
It's gonna take effort, but
You got it.
Juan was about to pull out his Puerto Rican knife.
it's gonna take effort. But I got 2 more games
DX said,
before we
"Fuck
do
that.
it.
It's about Tekken 7."
All right, another one while we're opening this thing. Oh wait, he got it. All right,
Group effort. homie.
group
That's all that
effort,
matters.
team support.
Yeah. Oh, that new game smell. The new game
I
smell.
got to smell that plastic after, man.
Oh.
The game. There's the booklet,
And there's a Blu-ray.
and here's the disc.
He said, "Congratulations. Now you can't return it." Played himself.
The
That's
intention
true.
was
Burn.
meant to be played anyways.
Oh.
All right,
Still got the game.
all right. So we got 2 more. That's coming out on May 19th. Of course, Nintendo. On the 3DS, they will release Fire Emblem Echoes: Shadows of Valentina.
Valencia.
Valencia?
Yeah, Valencia.
Yeah.
JK's drunk today.
Valencia.
He's extra drunk today.
Valentia.
JK's extra drunk
It
today.
says Valencia. All right, cool.
Wait,
I can't say
does
that
this
word.
make it number 4 or is that the third
That's
one?
a remake
That's a
of
remake.
Part
That's a remake of
2.
two.
Part 2.
Okay.
Fire
That never
Diamond.
came out in America.
Yeah.
It's only on 3DS, people. Only on 3DS.
Digital or physical?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will make a hard copy on that one. And the last game will be Skylar and Plux, The Adventures of Clover Island.
Oh, I'm getting that.
Yeah, that sounds like a must buy.
I'm
Enlighten
right away.
us.
So it's a
Enlighten
game
us.
where you play as Skylar and or Pluck, right? And you go on a magical quest to save the citizens of
Townsville?
Townsville.
Yeah, pretty much.
From a
It's
monkey
great.
with a brain sticking out of his head.
What is with these fucking titles? Holy shit.
It's kind of like Dark Souls, but not really.
I'm like reading these. It's like,
Soak City Hill in the burn chat said JK took the L of the year for buying the Switch on launch day.
There's nothing wrong with the Switch.
there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Switch.
I'm enjoying my Switch.
Switch is
And then
dope.
DX the Great said, no wonder I never heard of that trash. It's on 3DS.
You mean Fire Emblems? Oh, man. And that's all on J-Kids Up to Date.
All right, moving on. We don't got Mighty Pete here today, but
I know.
I think I can pull this off this week.
Can you?
Let's head to Pull My Trigger. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh!
I should have had some rock and roll music playing for this
I like
one.
the red. I like
Yeah,
the red.
I like the
if
red.
you're angry and
You
you're doing
have to
Pull
be
My
red.
Trigger, you gotta be in the red. So, something that really, really pulls my fucking trigger is when GameStop or any game store in general puts a fucking sticker on the inside of the case under the plastic.
You know what?
That's on used games then, right? Like that.
Yes, on used games.
You're good.
It's
I had
like-
to double check. This
It-
ain't GameStop though.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like, why would you put a fucking sticker underneath the plastic? Not the inside of the case. I'm talking about the plastic seal where the cover of the game slides into. Like, why would you put a fucking pricing sticker
you mean right
on the
on
inside?
the actual
on me.
cover? On the actual cover when you pull it out? Yeah.
Right there. On the paper.
Oh, on
the paper.
Not even on the plastic. but
Not even on the
No, on
plastic.
the paper
On
of the
the
cover.
fucking paper of the
I
cover
kinda-
of the game.
All right, so I'll tell you something about
savage.
that.
That fucking irks me so
What
much.
GameStop you be going to?
I know, right?
None anymore. But
Not
they
that
used
they
to do
pulled
that
that
shit
shit.
every fucking time. It needs to piss me the fuck off, man.
So I'm gonna tell you a story about that. I used to work in the evil layers of GameStop, and I always wanted to put the stickers outside because a lot of people will have a better time taking out the plastic. I had some employees that actually put it in the paper, as he says, and I was like, "Yo, that's a dumb shit idea. That's really dumb." Because one, people want to collect these.
Exactly.
Right? People want to collect these, and they don't want to risk their time just like trying to rip it, and then you get like extra adhesive on the wrapper. On the
Of course,
cover.
because once you try to take that sticker off, it's bad enough when they put it on the outside of the case in the plastic, because then you have to sit there and try to get all the adhesives off of it.
Exactly.
But on the fucking inside, are you kidding me? Like, I could end up ripping the fucking cover if I end up trying to take this off. Like, why would you do that?
that's how you rip.
Why would you do
That's
that?
how you rip the print on there, man. It's
Why
it's
would
bad.
you idiots do that?
Man, they gotta stop
Find new
doing
games, guys.
That's fucking blasphemy, because game covers can be art, man.
blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
Look,
The-
man. I'm gonna defend GameStop being an ex-employee from that place.
We have an
Whoa,
ex-employee
we have-
here also.
I
I am an ex-employee.
Both of us, but I'm gonna defend them in that case.
All right, defend them.
Because they can technically screw you over. They can just be like, oh, you see this Injustice 2 cover? How about you take the, the blue
Oh, yeah.
cover, the generic
Yeah.
joints that we
Generic
have,
ones,
and yeah,
and print you
Have fun with that.
and print you a cover.
Dude,
They should.
honestly,
they should all be in the system.
I don't think this would bother me as much as
that's
actually.
what the book was.
Yeah, look at that.
cool.
Would that bother you? You can't even see it. Oh, there they could.
They could.
Would that bother you? This looks like a
That
badass
looks
case,
dope.
actually.
That actually looks dope.
You helped my point.
Yeah,
You kind of helped our point.
The other thing that pisses me off is not even something that's GameStop's fault, but when they put all these accolades and Game of the Year edition and Day 1 edition and first day, first arrival batch on the fucking actual box, like when game companies try to like fucking make their shit look like gold. And they put all these accolades like, oh, GameStop Game of the Year, fucking these guys, 10 out of 3, a 93 on Metacritic, all on the fucking cover. And Batman Arkham, the Arkham series is fucking notorious for this.
Yeah, and do you remember Monosoro on
Oh
DS?
my god,
man.
Dawn of Sorrow, the game of, I mean, not the game of the year edition. The
Konami's best.
Konami's
Look.
best edition was a fucking case inside of a case. Oh, you can't see it, too much light. Let me see.
Put it towards the camera. There you go.
There you go. Well, this way.
That was literally the case.
A case inside of a case.
Yeah,
What the fuck,
they printed
Konami?
A picture of the case.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And printed it on a case.
It's his.
No, but look at it. Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
That's disgusting.
That
That's
is
horrible.
Why would you do this?
I would think this is like $1 game.
Hashtag.
For real.
No,
Like, hashtag
that was
$1 game.
actually
No.
Konami.
Fuck Konami.
What the heck is
What
this?
the deuce?
What the heck is this?
But like I said, I look at some game covers like they're art, like they're artistic pieces. Honestly,
It's ugly.
It's really ugly.
honestly, I was this close to buying Nier the other day, but then I saw it said launch edition on it, and I was like, I don't fucking want the launch edition. I just want the fucking game. Like, I don't like all this extra shit up there, man. Like, make the game cover arts beautiful, like Castlevania used to be. You remember how beautiful Castlevania game covers were? Fucking with the fucking like
Background of the castle and
the
stuff.
yeah, with the fucking gothic art on it and those fucking Yami Kojima artwork
Yeah.
on it. Oh my god. Or like the Game Boy Advance Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
Did they actually had the actual
Yeah, it was just the white cover with the
the
with
white
logo.
cover with the hand drawn art on it? Like, why can't you guys just make covers like that? Even Metal Gear Solid used to have the art on it. The what was this guy's name? Shikimura art on it. Like, dude, why do you guys insist on putting all this extra stupid shit on your covers?
At least care about your gamers.
Like,
Shit.
you're creating a piece of art. Like, who gives a fuck if it's gonna be in the $5 bin next year? Like,
What's everyone's favorite cover?
my favorite game cover?
Like, yeah.
That's a very good question.
That is a good question.
I'll tell you what, it's probably the Japanese cover for Twin Snakes.
Really?
Yeah, have you seen it? It has
The
it's
two-
in
the
it's in
two
the art.
guns, right?
It has the two guns, the two SOCOMs, then it has Liquid on this side, then Snake, and it's like a what is it called? A montage? No, a collage of all the other characters like silhouetted in the background.
Talking about the one on the GameCube?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That had an amazing fucking cover in Japan.
I mean,
You
mine.
seen the Resident Evil 4, like the European version?
Yeah.
The one that's red?
The one that's
that
red that
was
has a
yours?
chainsaw guy right in the
Yeah.
middle. That's another beautiful fucking
That was
cover.
yours? That's awesome.
What's your-
I've seen that one too. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but it's up there.
What's your favorite game cover, J-Kid?
So far, I'm just gonna state modern right now. Persona 5 steel cover. That
Oh,
was
that's-
pretty good. I
that's
kind
nice,
of
yeah.
like the artwork.
What was on the
that.
cover? It was art?
Pretty much, it's just artwork of all the characters on it, and let's see if I can find it.
Oh, Snake Eater has the best cover.
Nah,
Fuck
yes.
you, Marv. Snake Eater had a
Snake-
beautiful
Snake
cover
Eater's
too.
great,
Snake
too.
Eater did.
Snake
have
Eater
good
had a
cover.
beautiful cover, but dude, the two Soulcoms with the two snakes, and I think there was a like some type of like artistic
Like a snake?
snake like blended in with the characters too. Like they,
The skin of it.
yeah, yo,
Yeah.
dude, that cover. Look at it again. You haven't seen it in a while. It's pretty badass.
There you go. All right, so this is the cover.
Oh no, that looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
that
it's-
actually does look
it's-
really good.
It's actually like metal.
Yeah.
It's a steelbook, right? So it's like
Oh,
aluminum.
that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I like the red and black motif.
Yeah.
Red, black, and white.
That's what got me like, oh my god. this
God
is a beautiful
tier.
Cover. I had to get it.
It's a flip between for the Game Boy Advance, Final Fantasy 4.
Oh yes,
Because
that was the one I had in mind when I brought that up too.
You had Kane Highway.
Yeah.
Who he just ended with the
spear?
Yeah.
and, like his full knight armor and everything.
Yeah.
I also fell in love with that. And then
you
it's- the other game is not really so much as it was a good little game. Castlevania game. The one that was multiplayer for 4 players.
Oh, for Xbox.
Yeah.
It's a digital game though.
Yeah, but like you had the entire cast.
Yeah.
Really just, like,
The art for that game was
scrunched
nice.
up
Yeah.
Into one picture.
That would have been a nice cover if they ever released it in box
I
form.
think
guess we
Harmony
had
to Spare, I think it was.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
supposed to be HD.
HD,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But that's what pulls my trigger this week. Fucking game covers. But let's get to our bigger topics now. And let's start off with the fact that Mass Effect has been put on ice.
I think it's been put on ice for years now.
No, it hasn't. No, with Andromeda.
they tried.
Yeah.
The EA has come out and said we're gonna put Mass Effect on hiatus for now, considering all the bad press around it and all that other
Hey,
jazz.
you see that crab walk just now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
this is actually a montage from a
insane.
different gaming channel about all the crazy shit that happens in the game, the facial effects and all that crazy shit.
That no emotion effect.
That just,
Yeah.
That just made me not want to get the game.
Well, they
No.
fixed a lot of that jazz already, but No, the game has such a bad press. When
Yeah.
These are actually all the video game companies that EA has kind of like shut down. Even though BioWare is not on shut down, they're on a hiatus or whatever for now. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Mass Effect on Ice. How do you feel? Do you think the series should have waited a little bit?
Listen,
a little more time in the oven?
Yeah, I think that if they would have waited like a month or two to iron everything out, people probably would have had a different response to the game. I think they were too in a rush to try and get it before like the end of their fiscal year, and that's what happens when we start rushing things, man.
I agree with you there.
Basically, what happened? I mean, I feel like it came out too early.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not finished. I mean,
But you guys know it was in development for a long fucking time.
even the
that's
beta
nice.
was like
Sustainable.
crap.
Were you guys expecting anything
Wait,
from
they had a beta for the game?
Yeah, they had some.
No, they like
Or alpha
so EA
or
has
something like that.
EA has that program on like Xbox where they allow people like if you subscribe into it, like you can play some of their games.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
how they release
Isn't that
it.
Origins?
They
Origins?
have something
yeah.
else with Microsoft specifically.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's
And
only for like dashboard and like specific games that they offer.
yeah,
Like
specific games. Yeah.
Happy Dungeons, I think was one of them.
I don't have an Xbox. So I just,
Oh, okay, never mind. I subscribe to it. It's just like it becomes like background noise
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. 'Cause, like they allowed you to
Agree
play like
with you
the
on that
first
one.
I don't know how many hours of Mass Effect before the game came out, and then like that save will carry over to the actual game. So that's probably the beta that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
I don't know,
probably
but
it,
I was
because
watching-
I saw some gameplay
Yeah.
before it released.
Yeah, they did a montage. I mean, a side by side of the trailers they showed of the game of the scenes.
Oh my
That
god!
chick's ass, bro.
I know. I was like, what the hell is going on?
So are you guys big Mass Effect fans?
I am.
Yeah, like I
Are you-
love the original trilogy. I never finished 3 though.
Better off
played
not
the game.
finishing it.
Never played the game in
Chill.
my life.
Come on, that ending, bro.
Was great.
Oh no,
The
no,
ending for 3 was
no.
great. It's just fanboys who don't even know shit about the story want a fucking
looking at
full
J-Kid?
completion.
No, they just want to see the end of the story trees
I don't care
because
about the story.
there were other plot lines that never got resolved, and that's what they were
But
upset
that's
about.
the whole purpose of it. It's not going to get resolved. Just have like some side missions and shit to resolve it. Or like, I thought Andromeda was going to be that game to resolve the previous issues. But
It would have been nice.
obviously it didn't.
There's too many threads left hanging, especially the thread with that mother like bug thing that you go to that ice planet to kill,
Yeah.
In the
and if
first
you
one?
let it live, they say that it's gonna take over the whole universe. And I let it
That was
live.
Mass Effect 1.
Yeah,
That was in the
You-
first
you
one.
yeah, but
You can kill it, but you
the
have the
option.
choice.
Yeah, you have the option.
She takes over. One
Yeah,
of
she helps out in 3 at some point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did she? Oh, I don't even remember seeing her in 3 at all.
Yeah,
But
she appears again at 3, and what's it called? The fucking the Prometheans.
those are the bad guys.
Yeah. It's been a while since I played.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
The very like demented one that is like extremely hard to kill. The one where the
They come on like a warp and shit like that.
yeah, exactly.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
They took over, and what ends up happening is that it's up to Shepard and the crew always.
It's always up to Shepard.
It's always a Shepard. But it's up to the crew to actually go about it in a certain way to either let them live or kill them. But at the end result was still the same. You have to kill them because no matter which option you pick, it was still a fucked up scenario.
Nah,
That's interesting.
I played through Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I never felt like those games that touched me in any way. Like I feel
Two was
like
great.
I feel
Two
like
was
I got in, I got out, and that was it. I didn't feel like, wow, this is an amazing series. They did put a lot of fucking attention to detail into a lot of things, but I felt like the game felt soulless. I felt like I'm just playing with this blank character. Even if you do like all the evil shit, he still seems kind of corny. Like when he talks, like I don't know, man. I never dug.
Sounds like a weird game.
I never dug like the.
You never played Mass
never
Effect?
played
No,
Mass
I
Effect?
never did. I just stated
It wasn't.
I never
It
played.
wasn't my thing. I don't know.
I have Mass Effect 2 on my Origins library, but I never downloaded it.
I'll put it to you like this: if you never played Mass Effect when it launched up until it's the ending of 3, because this game doesn't exist, it's almost equivalent to telling somebody to go back and play Assassin's Creed 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
get your
rough.
point.
Part 1 is rough.
Yeah,
Even
part
after
one
part
It
2
was
came out.
rough.
1 is you love the game because you remembered how many hours you dumped into it, how amazing
The
it was.
story,
It was a launch
yeah.
title, and it was the story. It was everything was great about it.
Soren,
and then
right?
Sauron, that was the bad
Sauron,
guy.
yeah, Sauron from
Sauron.
Fire Emblem.
Gaming Planet thinking about that Anal remix song he working on.
Oh shit.
and then it dropped and it fixed all the elements
Yes.
that one lacked. But then when you tell somebody, oh, you never played Assassin's Creed, here you should start off at 1 tower.
No, I just tell them to start off at 2 because
Yeah.
2 is the best.
Where's my razor
best
bucket
one
at?
to start with,
Exactly.
and then you go to Brotherhood.
See, Silk City Hill agrees with me.
Go
So that's
the
the reason
rest.
I lost interest too, as well. But I don't know. I never dug in, and I wasn't even looking forward to Andromeda. But then I saw all the crazy shit, and I was like, I wish I did play it when it released. You'd see all this crazy shit.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, it has like diminished BioWare's kind of like reputation, even though the real guys that worked in the first trilogy are actually working on a new IP, and this was like handed off to their I think what other team was it? To a smaller team.
Yeah, BioWare's had like a lot of changes
Yeah.
over the years.
Yeah.
Like, even the two doctors, like the founders of the company, they left. They retired. The studio's been like split off. I know, like even now that they put Mass Effect on hiatus, I know some of the team went on to, or is going to go on to help out with that EA Star Wars game. Not Battlefront,
Oh,
but
Mighty
one of
Beast
the-
Fedora made it.
too.
He's here. He said, "Who's talking shit?" I know it ain't that pussy ass bucket.
Oh.
Who's the bucket?
DX the Great,
DX.
the Razor Bucket. Razor buckets go harder. but yeah, they've had different teams, and they had a smaller team actually working on Andromeda. And while they were working on a new IP, which apparently is going to be like Destiny and the Division, one of those MMO team-based MMOs or something like that. I don't know what you actually call those kind of games.
They're a
know.
genre within itself. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what you
Yeah.
call it.
PS MMOs, basically.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think? Are we going to give EA a burn for putting Mass Effect on hiatus?
No.
They can take their time. If they
Slow.
make a good game, they make a good game.
I mean, I got nothing on them. I mean, I never played their game, so who am I to tell them they suck? You know?
Burn chat. Do we give EA a burn for putting Mass Effect on hiatus? For releasing this garbage and then saying, you know what, let's put it on hold because the last one release didn't do so well. When that was their fault for releasing it in the first place
Yeah,
in that
exactly.
condition.
If they knew,
For me, I give them a burn just for releasing the game in this condition to begin with. Trash effect. Word.
trash effect,
Ass effect.
ass effect.
I'm going to take
Oh,
those as
man.
burned. EA, burned. Moving forward.
Where's the lighter?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have news. We have some great news. We have some
this?
actually
haven't even
more
seen it.
lighthearted news. That's actually all there is to it. It's just
Oh,
like a
really?
moving GIF or whatever.
Okay.
But it seems like the creator of Parappa the Rapper and the creator of Elite Beat Agents and Guitar Man have teamed up to create a new story-based rhythm game. What you guys can see here, it's called Project Rapping Rabbit. Well, Rap Rabbit. There you go.
I kind of knew it had to be one of them. Had to be the creators from Parappa the Rapper. I already know because
Well,
it
actually,
kinda
these are
has
the-
their feel to it. Right
In Japan, these are probably the two biggest names in rhythm-based games. Honestly,
That's great.
I mean, have you guys ever played Guitar Man?
Which one was Guitar?
It was for PSP. I think it was on PS2
no,
also.
I thought it was on like PS2 as well, or
It might have been, but the one I played was for PSP. It was called Guitar Man Lives. It's actually like Guitar Hero a lot, except that it has a story.
With 3 buttons, right?
Yeah, with like 3 buttons.
Yeah. They actually have that at 8 on the Break.
What the hell was that?
Oh, it's an arcade in North Plainsville, New Jersey.
Oh, we're gonna go over there.
We gotta go there, man.
We gotta make some more trips. But I actually really dug Guitar Man. Like the whole vibe of that game is so surreal and like mellow. Like it's not like the other rhythm games where your job is to like hit the buttons as fast as possible. It's more like an experience. I don't even know how to say it. It's just a kid trying to make it as a guitarist or whatever. And you actually meet this girl under a tree at some point. And you play a song for her. It's pretty dope if you guys haven't ever played it. But
I'm interested, definitely.
But then you have Parappa the Rapper, which is a unique experience all in itself.
and Elite Beat Agents, dog.
Elite Beat Agents. I didn't play a lot of it, but I know you did.
That's gonna be amazing.
Elite Beat Agents was pretty dope for
That
DS.
was great. Yeah,
It was
And Ondon,
a
the Japanese ones.
it was an interesting game. It was
it was
weird.
dope.
It was really weird. It had actual like pop songs in it.
Yeah,
like,
it had everything.
popular pop songs in it.
They were all covers though, but like, it had Rolling Stone, like Madonna.
Yeah, I think it had Beyonce in it too, right?
The Rolling Stone one was the hardest one.
Yeah,
The
that was
first
What song was it?
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Oh wow,
That was like the final boss.
that makes me want to play it
one.
now.
When the aliens came in and invaded.
Aliens come and invade Earth, and you gotta defend the planet Earth. Wow,
Yeah,
Jumpin'
that
Jack
sounds
Flash
like
is
something
fun.
that would happen in Guitar Room Man too.
Sound like some Rick and Morty shit.
No, the guy has some style to him.
You got.
The guy has some style to him. The guy that created Guitar Room Man and Oidon and Elite Agents, like he has a style all to himself, and teamed up with the guy from Parappa the Rap. I gotta say, this is gonna be an interesting game. It's definitely something I want to be looking forward to. What do you guys think?
I'm already stoked. First of all, you mentioned Papa Rappa the Rapper.
Uh-huh.
That was my joint.
Word. Punch Kick. I think that was the first PS1 game I played.
That 1 and 2, and then Jamalami.
Yeah, same developer. Right?
Yeah, same guy. And then freaking EBA.
Yeah. He yeah, man, that's it right there.
Luciano.
Looking at the burn chat, we have another war going on between the fedoras and the buckets.
Oh man.
Oh, Ultra Porky's in the house. What up, Ultra Porky?
Ultra Porky.
He said Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a sec.
Yeah.
DX the Great told somebody, "You let dildo jump in your fedora." Whoa, dildos jump in your fedora.
Yo, it's
getting real.
This is getting real, yo.
It's getting rated R up in
Bucket
here.
hat versus fedora.
DX smokes Virginia Slims.
Oh my god.
If you guys don't know what Virginia Slims are, those are like the longest cigarettes.
Oh shit.
It's for women, right?
I don't know who they're
The
for.
one with the sticks on it and just like.
No, it doesn't have a stick on it.
Like
Oh
the
fuck,
Cruella
another
de
burn
Vil or
chat.
something like that.
Let me tell you guys something. The chat we use is actually a beta, so actually it goes out like all the fucking time. It's fucking annoying. There's days where it doesn't go out at all, and it's like perfect. But
Yeah,
then
if you're
there's
wondering about that, that's what happened.
it's always a pain in the ass. You always got to reconnect it.
Hopefully YouTube will give us a better
No,
one.
I think it's gone for today.
Yeah, hopefully YouTube give us a better one because this is
Oh no, we're back. Hopefully
So-
it doesn't disappear again.
Did they announce like a console for Project Rap Rabbit, or is it a Kickstarter or what? Like how did they
No,
announce
it's neither. They just announced it. They just showed this video on I found it on Kotaku, and they don't have a console for it yet. It's definitely in the earlier stages of development, considering they only have this little short video. It's probably just in concept right now.
It's probably.
They have the art for it and everything. I mean, it doesn't even have a name. It's just called Project Rap Rabbit. So
Yeah, it's probably gonna come out on the Switch.
yeah, and I think our chat is gone for tonight.
Oh. People
Maybe.
like to see the war, the great war between fedoras and bucket hats.
Let's see if it goes out again.
There you go.
Nope, it's gone.
Why is it gone like that? I
And then
don't know
DS the
why.
Great said, J Kid played with dildos on his way on his own every time he takes L's. Whoa. What's with the dildo talk, guys?
Yeah,
What's up with the dildo jokes
made an
today?
awkward one right there.
Yeah, it's getting a little weird, all this dildo
Yeah,
talk.
like what? Like
Yo,
Maybe
DX,
they were
you
just
put
playing,
dildos
Saints
on
Row.
your
I
bucket,
don't
maybe.
then you try to headbutt J Kid.
Remember the foam finger?
DX, the motherfucking great, don't do such shit.
Like
you
what?
guys are hilarious today. You guys are killing me.
What was the guy that played that T-Pain played in Saints Row 3 and 4? Zemo?
Zemo.
The fucking
Are you-
Gimp?
He I know he was like auto-tuned.
Yeah, he was just pure auto-tune, but that was
auto-tune.
T-Pain.
Yeah, definitely. But I forgot his name.
Zemo.
The game. Zemo?
Yeah, it was
Was
Zemo.
it?
Yeah,
Ah.
freaking over here talking about dildos and shit. There's a
The
mission.
dildo sword.
There's a mission where you gotta
But-
fucking beat every sex slave in the game in that area.
I remember
with
that
the
shit.
dildo, yeah.
It's
Coming up
crazy.
next, though, something that I know J Kid's gonna like. Olots.
Let's see.
We got an open world Dynasty Warriors coming out.
I'm done.
He's leaving, guys. He's gonna go to the GameStop, pre-order it now. Dynasty Warriors 9 is going sandbox. Now, me personally, I haven't played Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, I haven't played Dynasty
in
Warriors.
a long
I'm with you.
fucking
Probably since
time.
like PS2.
But I would say that is a game I probably used to think to myself, like, this probably could be open world.
I'm back.
You know?
How though? Like, you're gonna get a bit, or you'll get the sandbox.
Yeah.
There'll be a million people on.
Yeah.
They wanted to. I
and
was
then you
looking it
just
up
go-
actually,
Yeah.
I'm back.
and they were talking
And
about
the same
how,
combo over and over again.
I mean, that's every single Muso game. You just hit one button and then you hit triangle and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keep
And-
rinsing and repeating.
And then you're just
All you do is just rack up KOs on there, like 1,000, 2,000.
That's it. That's all you need in
Yeah,
life.
that's all it is.
The burn chat. DX is almost halfway done with his 2DX pre-order, and then he says, "More blind ass always reading shit backwards. Blind ass daredevil ass nigga." Yeah, I'm one-eyed Marv. But
So open world, you say?
I think open world isn't gonna be enough to engage my interest again in the Dynasty Warriors series. Honestly, I want to make the gameplay deeper.
yeah. Like to me,
Yeah.
it depends
I
on
would-
what the open world adds.
No, but
Yes.
that's the thing though, because they stated that they know that their element has been used and abused for so many years
Yes.
that it's become stagnant.
It has.
So what they want to do is incorporate this new open world concept that random events can occur at any given moment instead
God.
of just pre-programmed. And with that concept as well, it'll allow them to have a lot more freedom to go out and explore different regions. And they also might include zero loading.
Oh wow.
Thank God.
And by having that, you can see like, well, obviously it's going to be a small sandlot. It's a sandlot.
I don't think a sandbox needs to be huge like people think.
No, this game needs to
This-
be huge. With
this-
the army,
Yeah, I think it
Depends on the game, but there's some games that I feel like
and the environment
would
too.
do better if the world was a lot smaller. Some worlds are too big with nothing to do in it. But man,
I mean, we kind of needed this for a long time. As you said, they have been putting the same elements over and over and over again.
you got the
And it's been
Gundam
repetitive.
series. You got freaking Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, everybody has a warrior.
Even
Fire Emblem
got
Warriors.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem's coming out.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Warriors.
yeah, they
One Piece.
they make
Game
money
One.
by just like inserting name into the title
Berserk.
and like redoing the
That's
costumes.
right. Yeah, that's right.
They had the what's the other guy that goes the punching guy?
Oh,
Another
oh,
anime?
no.
Fist of the North Star.
Yeah,
Fist of the North Star. There you go.
Almost
That's
every
another
anime
one.
that had Gundam. Did you see Gundam already?
Yeah, Gundam 1, 2, and 3.
I'm
and
surprised. I'm surprised Naruto and Dragon Ball didn't make one yet.
Watch your mouth.
Here we go. It gets
listen,
announced
all right, they
tomorrow.
probably will.
But they also said they want to overhaul the graphics. They said they got a lot of complaints over the last game not looking too good, looking like the PS3 version pretty much.
Mostly on the PC version.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
they
was-
got a
it
lot
was
of complaints
overall
about the
bad.
graphics on that.
Yeah, I was upset on the PC version. The
And
PS4
it's funny.
version was
In this
good.
trailer, it actually says this is actual gameplay graphics. Like with this game, you don't have to say that.
Yeah, exactly.
We know that.
We
We have
already
new
know.
EX attack.
This is the last game's trailer. This isn't the new one.
That's when the person's actual sword you can get EX, not the secondary though.
I mean, but they had a great concept. Like in,
They did.
Orochi 3, they incorporated the triple tag team.
Yes,
So you can
that was
actually
awesome.
have two other players with you, AI, and then they'll start fighting and whatnot. And then you can actually bring them into one unit, swing, swap out.
Fuck
and
keyboard
then
ass
keep
nigga.
going and swing, swap out again and keep going. And
Yeah.
that incorporated more variations into the fighting.
Plus the level up system. is
Honestly,
quicker than that.
I just don't like sometimes that one version will come out. Then next year it'll be like Extreme
Legends.
Yeah, extreme.
Then after that it'll be
Empires.
Empires.
Well, Empires was
Empire's
more,
different.
It's more strategy based.
Yes,
And it's
Yeah,
not-
but it still
It's
has the
more
number in the
freedom,
title.
too,
I
on that, I would say because you get to create your.
I will say
characters
one
a
thing.
lot.
you can also choose to buy the game.
It would
or
look
not buy
badass though.
because Empire's all-
It would look badass traveling the country with like a whole ton of soldiers behind you.
That's the whole purpose.
That would be
they want.
if that's how it's gonna be, then maybe that would be amazing. But still, the fighting gameplay, the fighting
I'll
mechanics
have
have
to
to
see
get.
more. They'll have to announce more
I mean,
before. I'm
They
like,
have
oh
to
my
add
god,
to
Dynasty
it.
Warriors.
They definitely have to add to it.
So they're gonna try to eliminate like in certain like in all Dynasty Wars they have like captain guards
Yeah.
that like stay there
Captain,
and like they
guards,
just keep
general.
like shooting out more troops. So they're gonna try to eliminate that completely and then just incorporate one large ass army of like probably like 10,000 units in one designated area.
Yes.
Let me ask you: are they all the same war? Is it all taking place in the same war?
It's like 4 different wars
But
at
it's
once
4
that
different
all
wars,
interlink. So
Isn't
yes,
it
it's
based
one
on
time.
history?
And there's eight games.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. History.
Right?
There are 8
Yeah,
games.
I mean, Strike Force was like over the top already. Like
We don't talk about shit.
we don't talk about Strike Force.
Wait, isn't there a
Strike
different one called Dragon King or something like that too? That they make? No.
It's Dragon Ball.
No. There's a
An anime.
Capcom has its own version of this game.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it's
it's-
called Dragon Kings
Dragon
or
King?
something like that for PS2.
Wasn't there a Samurai one?
Yeah, Samurai Warriors.
Samurai
Yeah, that's
Warriors?
actually made by Koei Tecmo
Okay.
though, but I think Capcom threw their hat in
Dragon-
the ring for
Dragon
one.
Quest Heroes made 2 of them already now.
Yeah.
There's
I heard
Dragon
that
Quest
the part
Heroes.
2 actually has like a lot more Dragon Quest elements in it though.
Yeah, they have
I
towns.
just refuse to buy. If it's not Gundam and Japanese Arid and then Chinese Arid, I'm not gonna play any other version.
Well, now you see what I'm talking about. Even Akira Toriyama is in the fucking money pit for that Dynasty Warriors thing.
Cash
Yeah.
cows,
It is a
Yeah.
cash cow.
And it's easy to develop. I can tell you they have the same framework since the PS2 days.
Just have an army of Cybermen. There you go.
But
Yeah.
what took them so long to like finally say to themselves like, yo, we gotta
I guess
do
they
something
looked
new
at. I guess they looked at their
Sengoku
years of
Basara is a Capcom one.
in Japan, but I think it has a different name in English.
I think
doesn't
It's the
it?
same name.
Really?
Sengoku Basara. Yeah.
Oh wow, I could have swore it had a different name in America, like Dragon Kings or
And
something like
it's the
that.
same characters from what's it
Dynasty?
called? Dynasty Warriors. No, actually, I think they use
Thought they use Japanese
They use
characters.
Japanese, so it's,
yeah,
what's
these are
it called?
Chinese.
for the All-Star game.
no, it's Sengoku Basara.
That's with Nobunaga as the bad guy, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So no, but speaking of that, I was getting to the All-Star one. They are making another one that's an All-Star.
Yeah, that actually is gonna have
pass.
like Dead or Alive characters in it.
Yeah, they're gonna have Dead or Alive characters. They're gonna
That's
have
the one that should be fucking open
William
world.
from Neo. They're gonna have Zhang Liao. No, Zhao Yun.
I love the names in these games.
Yeah.
Lubu's my boy.
Which one's this?
This one's gonna come out on
Lubu.
PS4 later on. This is Warrior All Stars, I think, or All Star Warriors.
I'm already broke.
What's the name of the Dynasty Warriors game that was one-on-one fights?
Oh, that was on the PS2.
That was 3.
Y'all work at GameStop. Y'all should
Or
know.
3. I actually
It was
made
like
a video.
Tekken / Soul
Yeah.
Calibur. I'm too stoned
it?
to remember.
That was on,
So-
that was on the PS2.
Was it a 3D fighter or like 2D?
Oh, Japorky said
It's
weeb.
3D. But the thing is, it's basically Dynasty Warriors. You're just one-on-one with somebody.
Yeah.
Basically.
It was actually a pretty good
It was
concept.
great.
The same controls though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so.
I thought the Dynasty Warriors moves were like set up to abolish like thousands of soldiers at the same time.
Yeah, but you can still juggle though, because when
Yeah.
you go into Musa mode, it's just you constantly doing the same move but faster, and there's no like lag in between swings.
Well, what do you got to say, one?
like-
I know you love the Dynasty Warriors series.
And,
I love it.
I don't know. I'm not sold.
sold.
What would it take
I'm
to get
kinda
to
sold.
get Future One to buy a Dynasty Warriors?
If they
And bring it back to
incorporated, like,
us in the present.
every like DLC characters of like all the other versions.
No, it's just the
What?
gameplay. Like like to me, it's not fun to play. It's you're doing the same move over and over again. The enemies don't attack back, you know. And it's
If
just like,
you-
alright,
Let me put it
If
to
you
like
put it
this.
on normal.
If you stand there, they might attack you eventually.
maybe.
No, but if you put it on
So
normal,
let's
they're
wait till
gonna-
they show
they're
some
not gonna
gameplay,
attack
right?
back.
But this is the type of game that if you're tired of playing like your atypical usual like fighter shooters, whatever, you pop this in, play for 20, 30 minutes,
No, and you zone out and you feel powerful, and that's great.
and then you turn the shit off, and then you play something else, which was probably the game that you were playing before you turned the shit
Yeah,
off.
exactly.
That's
It's
it.
a palate cleanser. It's very fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like had a bad day at work, gonna go home and demolish fucking millions of soldiers.
It was
Just
that
hit
have
square,
families
square,
at home.
Square,
You
square,
had to,
square.
you had to eradicate them.
Look at
man.
that.
Yeah, they pretty much just stand there.
So,
And that's
pretty
everything.
much-
That's the Gundam one. That's every single.
How would you
word.
incorporate so many soldiers like fighting the same person? You would need more soldiers on your side.
Trust me, some frame rates went down because of the amount of soldiers in there.
I
Yeah,
remember like
but
on the
the-
PS2 era, it was just like a bunch of fog everywhere.
Yeah. That's how Dragon Guard was also.
Yeah.
Dragon
Yeah,
Guard
a
was
bunch of
just
fog on
fog. Fogs of war.
This
But-
was like the fidget spinners before the fidget.
No, but
spinners.
seriously, Juan, what would it
You
take?
know?
What would it take to get you interested in a Dynasty Warriors game?
Better fighting, like better gameplay. I don't know.
Street
I
Fighter
don't-
was involved.
Street Fighter. No, aren't you a big Dynasty Warriors fan?
I am a big
Wait, Street Fighter was involved.
Wait. Did you play Hyrule Warriors?
No, I didn't.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I didn't. I'm a
Because
big
that
Zelda
was gonna
fan.
be the first Dynasty Warriors I played in a long time.
Like I'll
can't
see how the
lie.
Fire Emblem one it is maybe, but if it's the same shit, and I think it is gonna be the same thing over and over again,
gonna be the same
I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
There's no different elements.
I'm kind of very curious about the Zelda one because I like that they keep updating it.
I
no,
think.
yeah.
You see that character right there?
There's another
That's
one.
your
Lubu?
boy.
Lubu?
Oh, you see that
Oh,
character
that's
right there? Just
Fa
picture Mark.
Zeng.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He is Mark. He is definitely Mark.
Yeah, he throws magic carpets at people.
He fights with the carpet.
Oh,
he fights with the
yeah,
carpet.
just like Mark.
There's some people fight with what is it?
I mean, some people fight for their friends. He fights for the carpet.
I fight with my carpet.
All right, let's move forward.
By the way, Attack on
fight for my
Titan made
carpet.
one too.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did.
Attack on
But that was a
Titan
good element.
That was good one. That was one of the good ones.
because they
You
added
actually-
like the Spider-Man swinging, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
that
Wow.
that one was like really out of the element.
Yeah?
That was really good.
I would like to see that. I would like to play the ad. Chat's not giving a fuck today.
Yeah.
Guys, let me ask you: have you ever played Contra? You know, you're shooting up all the aliens.
Hell yeah.
You're doing all this fucking cool multiplayer shit. You're getting killed like crazy. Have you ever played these games and thought, like, man, this would make a fucking awesome movie?
Nah, I never expected that. Especially when I suck at the game. Yeah.
Well, somebody has the bright idea that he's creating a Contra movie.
What studio? Who's directing?
It's actually a Japanese one,
Oh.
but I can show you the
course.
trailer here. They
You have
have
a trailer for the movie?
What?
they have one of those teaser
Oh,
trailers.
one of those announcements.
Yeah, and it looks a lot like how do you call this shit? The logo from Expendables.
I'll watch it. I mean,
The Expendables is basically
I mean,
Contra.
yeah.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
So
I mean,
At least Contra 1.
no, the Expendables is based off Smash Brothers. Just getting every
Okay.
hero together. It makes sense to me.
okay.
That's our logo right there, Contra.
yeah, why does it look like Super Force Bros right there?
I was about to say that too. It looks like Super Force Bros.
Well, I mean, do you ever think it's a good idea to take really retro games or really simple concepts and turn them into movies?
No.
No. Then they all end up
Like, can you picture
failing.
Pitfall Harry or
I'm waiting for that Pac-Man movie.
fucking Dig Dug?
Hey, you know what was a good movie? Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my God, he's taking my. I have that in mind too.
You know what? Now that he said that, I don't think it's such a bad idea to take these weird concepts and turn them into movies. Super Mario Bros. Is not a good Super Mario movie,
what about
but it's a hilarious movie.
Why? But at that
had
point,
nothing to
then
do with
why
the
why
game
use the IP?
whatsoever.
Mario,
Just
Mario,
make it your own
Luigi,
thing.
Mario, just saying.
Because nobody would watch it if they didn't use the IP. That's the
know
reason
why
why all
their names
IPs
is like
get turned into movies.
I don't know. Like look at District 9, right?
Yeah, you're right. That turned into a great
How
movie.
did-
But how much money did District 9 make?
How did Ratchet and Clank do?
I just think did horrible.
Yeah.
No, but how much money did I don't think District 9 would have made as much money as it would have if it was called Halo. You know what I mean?
They still wanted to do the Legend of Zelda movie later. Yeah.
I heard Nintendo was actually still considering
They're
doing it,
doing,
and
something with
Zelda.
Netflix,
I mean
right?
Mario, yeah.
Some
can
Legend of
see that on
Zelda
Netflix.
series.
But no, I
As long as they don't
honestly,
make the
when it comes to the Super
direct-
Mario movie, I appreciate that movie. It's fucking balls off the wall bonkers. Like the elements that incorporated in there, like all the like
bob-omb.
cyberpunk look to it. It's like fucking Blade Runner, but like hilarious.
Come on, the most hilarious thing you saw had to be the Koopas.
With the little
Their
heads.
little heads and their big ass bodies.
Those are
Oh, you
Goombas,
talking
right?
about-
Yeah, the
I'm still talking
Goombas.
about
Goombas?
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Oh, who's talking about LeBron James?
LeBron James, exactly. With the
They
little
just,
ass
they
head.
just grab LeBron James' head and then just incorporate it to every single Goombah in the show and in the movie.
DS Gray said Dynasty Warriors needs to revamp and have like Lord of the Rings gameplay. Maybe so. Maybe
Are
it
we
does
talking
need like
about GameCube?
I think he means like set pieces.
Lord of the Ring?
Because the game,
That one
the
was good.
PS2 GameCube era, Lord of the Ring games, they had a lot of good set pieces
Yeah.
in them,
Yeah,
like good
that-
moments.
Those are like the
Those
first
are
ones.
the
These are
best
actually decent
Yeah.
movie
Yes, it was.
licensed games.
I actually would like that if Dynasty Warriors had like little moments of like where it's actually like a war going on, like you scale a wall and maybe like a dragon
But that's-
flies by.
but
or
I'll
some
tell you
shit
what,
like that.
That's another thing I wanted to tell you guys
Yeah.
about it. They actually said that there was going to be scaling with grappling hooks.
Oh, so maybe they are. Yeah, they're adding to it a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, shit, I know there's something important I have to say.
Oh.
That was it.
Speaking of Dynasty Warriors, also I've been playing on the mobile game, basically. Dynasty Warriors Unlimited.
Oh, they have a...
What
They
system
have a
is that
mobile game.
for?
That's
Mobile,
for Android
iOS and Android.
Oh, God.
And it's pretty good, actually.
What is it though?
It's pretty much still third person, but it's on a different camera. You can still do just like the elements of the Dynasty Warriors. It's
So
one
you
of
can
those,
still hit the same button over and over again?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Cool.
you get
So that's all I need to
different
know. It's
buttons,
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot also to mention
But
the
it's still
Dynasty
good.
Warriors, the new Dynasty Warriors, the open world one. They said they're aiming for a 60 frames per second at 1080p and 30 frames per second at 4K. Which some people might get hyped for. That's not really my big. I'm not a big.
I rarely see a
big on
60
that.
4K. I rarely see that.
Hey, it is
It's
what
not
it
even real
is.
4K.
But
Contra games are nice though.
yeah.
Contra movie though.
Contra movie, I don't know.
No, I say take the basic framework of it and just do something balls off the wall crazy like Mario Brothers. Like like how many actual video game movies are actually about the video
I
games?
mean, do something
Some
that
Angry
does
Birds,
not-
am I right?
Oh, brother.
I mean, do
No,
something
like
right.
really,
That's
you
the
probably
only
can
game
count
that's
on your
real
hand how
consistent.
many video game movies are actually about the video games.
Resident Evil. Alice. is.
Some of the Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, the movie, the first movie is way
Multi-class.
different than Resident Evil the first game. But then the games ended up becoming like the movies.
Yeah.
So now it actually makes sense.
And then they have the CGI ones. Those are
the CGI ones are actually about the game and all
Yeah,
that
they're
shit.
really good.
But have you guys ever seen the King of Fighters movie?
Which one? The original
anime ones?
1980 ones?
No, not the anime one. That would be too easy.
That
That would
talking
be.
about the.
I've
I'm
seen
talking
the
about
anime
live
ones.
action. Ray Park as Rugal.
That
and-
bullshit. Yeah, stop.
I've never heard about it, and I will never.
But,
Don't watch it. It's
hear
what about
about
that,
it
much
again.
that
It's like
Chun-Li movie.
The Chun-Li movie.
no.
You guys wouldn't want a Contra style Chun-Li movie, or a Contra movie in the Chun-Li
a
style.
detective
Yo,
story
how about you
with
know?
no
I
shooting.
think
You
Dragon
remember
Ball
the
Z-
actor who played Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat 1?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was perfectly casted actually.
You know, he was actually Heihachi in the Tekken movie too.
That's actually makes
didn't know there
sense.
was
That makes sense.
Yeah, they made the Tekken movie and he was fucking Heihachi. So yeah, how about that?
I didn't even. I saw a glimpse of that movie, but I never thought he.
He
was
fell asleep.
I did.
He was drunk
It
while
It said,
watching it.
I
it
was
said
drunk.
starring, and then he. Oh shit! Come on.
starring.
The logo came out.
The X said J Phone's gonna run out of memory while he's playing that game,
Yeah.
and then he said he was drunk when he downloaded it. That movie was Oh, and Oja Porky wants to know what you guys think of fidget spinners.
You mean that 5 seconds of fame? 'Cause it's not even gonna get 15. That shit's already dying out immediately.
I haven't seen one in person yet. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Didn't even bring mine.
That's a
I
miracle.
wrote mine too.
JK, what do you think of fidget spinners?
I mean, it makes more stress out of me.
Does it?
Yes, because the one I got, it's only one side that spins, and the other one just slows.
Oh, get a
down.
new one. There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah.
$3, man. That's all it costs.
I paid $4 on mine.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
gave me a messed up one. The good ones are like $8, basically.
The good ones are the ones that you keep in your pocket and you never touch.
The bad
is
thing is
true,
that everybody
sir.
else wants to touch them.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, let me see your fidget spinner.
They have like a Hello Kitty one that's
There's
like
a joke in there somewhere.
$15.
They make some dogs bark. I found that out.
Seriously? Oh, because of the high frequency of you spinning that
Yes.
shit?
It scares
I mean,
them.
the way I look at it is they're like the Yo Mega or like the
laser
fucking-
pointers?
the laser pointers, whatever little fad that kids go through when they're kids.
You
Gigapets.
guys remember this,
whoever-
this ball that you get to throw it and
It's like a little yo-yo, but it's
And
like
it was, like,
it's like
squishy?
squishy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It had like jelly in it or
Yeah,
jelly or
yeah.
some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those things. And I had them in 7th grade.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
It makes me think how much I miss the stress balls.
But it's just one of those things that teachers fucking
J
hate
Kid.
when they bring to school.
What's going on?
Huh?
What's going on?
I'm ripped. That's it.
Like you're talking about stress. You're talking about erasing people. Let's talk about it. Let's open up.
I feel like eradicating people.
Okay.
Eradicate.
I was gonna look for your song.
Eradicate.
Hello, darkness, my.
Where's my song?
I don't want to get copyrighted.
No, that exactly. Yeah. No, that's everywhere though.
But
Oh well. No, I want to eradicate.
But as far
people.
as fidget spinners, hey man, whatever floats your boat. I'm not into like little fads things, but hey man, if it makes you happy, if it makes you less stress.
Yeah, that's the Saturn version of Contra right there.
Oh,
That's the PS1 one, right?
Yeah, I think it was for
this
PS1
game.
and for Saturn.
I have that game.
Yeah, I played the hell out of that shit.
C Contra. C, the Contra Adventure. I like the titles as Contra.
Is it just gonna keep dying?
What are they called in
Yes.
in the UK?
I forgot. I just know that the sequel for NES was just called Super C.
Oh, Super C.
Super C, but it wasn't for Super Nintendo. It was for Nintendo.
And then
Then for Sega Genesis, it was Contra Hardcore. That's actually my favorite Contra
got a
game.
shoulder.
That game was fucking dope. I mean, it was difficult as shit.
All of them are hard though.
It was like a renaissance for Contra, honestly. That I remember playing 2 players on there. It had the Konami code and everything in it.
I know the worst one. I
Make a movie
played.
out of that. Actually, wait, do you guys know the story to like Contra? Like Bill Rizzer and all the characters and shit?
No.
Good. Moving forward.
I know aliens get involved at some point.
All right, I'm
Starting
moving
with
forward for this.
3 and then in
Guys,
4.
we got a new DLC character on the way. Did he come out
Yeah.
already?
Well,
he's only in beta right now.
he's
but
only
he's
in beta.
available for the public
for free.
for free.
There's a public beta client.
His name is Ed. He's the adopted son of Bison, and he was taught how to fight by Balrog.
No, not adopted son. He
Not
was created
adopted.
in the
He
same
was just
factory as
created.
Seth and Abel.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
just-
it's always some
Yeah,
stupid
so
shit.
he's just grown up because
But,
he was at the end of Ultra Street Fighter 4
For Balrogs.
for Balrogs, and he was the kid that he just picked up afterwards.
Yeah, he kidnapped him.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So, what do you guys think of him?
Well, I got a chance to play with him. I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
you had a chance to
I
play
played
with him.
with him.
I want to know what do you think about him first?
I think he's a good character. He's solid.
Is he a charged character or
No,
No,
is
he's
not
very
there's
different.
nothing.
completely unique?
He's
Different input character.
the best way I can describe him is if you are a newcomer to Street Fighter.
Let's say you're really bad at Street Fighter, right?
That's the
This is
character
the
you go
character you want to pick
Guys,
up.
let's start a new series. You want to learn how to play Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Pick him. Like you don't
Pick
have to
him,
do any
please.
motions. You don't have to do fireball motions.
You don't
have
gotta
to
do
charge. All you do is press the button.
I like pressing buttons.
And move forward or backwards. That's it. That's all.
You move forward and backwards and you press buttons in a fighting game? That's
Yeah,
it.
and you still do projectiles.
Okay.
Moving forward.
His fighting style looks dope. I mean,
It's pretty
I
dope.
can dig it. I'm just not a big fan of his design.
Oh no,
I feel like-
hate his artwork.
I,
hate it.
I feel like they're getting
Very lazy.
they're slacking with the new character designs.
I'd rather have the hoodie Ed than this.
But you can't have a kid in the game.
Yeah, but they still
I'm sure
you
they'll have
still can
costumes.
unlock the hoodie for him though.
No, you can't fight a kid.
It's a nostalgia
Yeah,
outfit.
the story of outfit.
But in Street Fighter 5, you see him as a child.
Yeah, they're in
as
a story mode.
teenager.
Yeah.
But in the actual fight, he's
He's a grown man.
straight up like brawling as shit as a grown
Yeah.
as a man.
He went to he's taking the same medicine that Chris was taking in Resident Evil 5.
He just went to the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
You know, he spent like 2
Oh,
days there.
that's the
There it
costume you
is.
mean? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Look at the two character designs. We have Karen or Colin, wherever it is, Colleen, and this guy. They look pretty dry, like as far as character design goes.
So-
Colleen pissed me off the most because when you see her in
I
story
thought
mode,
she was
she's
pretty fun.
in story mode she's amazing in terms of design. But then when she's released, she looks like a completely different character.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like when you create a wrestler in WWE, the default that is just there.
You mean Maven?
Her face is just so like there's nothing about her that's like sticks out. And then this guy's kind of the same thing. He kind of has that hair thing. That's the only thing about him that kind of
Glory
sticks
hairstyle.
out.
Dude, he's fucking SNK.
Yeah. He's SNK.
He I
That
don't know,
punch
man.
did look like
He's
Terry.
he's almost like
Terry Bogard.
Yeah.
he's
He
almost
kind
like
of yeah, I could see a Terry Bogard resemblance.
he's
Yeah,
almost like
Buster Wolf.
98. He's
As-
almost like 98
as far as his
Heavy
move
D.
goes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Heavy
Heavy
D.
D. Because his style is very unique to this series. Pretty much you move forward, that's the projectile right there. You move forward and press a medium punch, and
And
you
he throws
keep
a
pressing.
projectile?
Yeah, and he'll
literally,
do a
it's
projectile.
no motion. It's just
You
buttons.
know how
just-
some characters you have to press like quarter circle
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do some shit.
And
With
he's
him,
very-
it's not.
And
With him,
what's,
you don't have to.
What's special about him is that he's a close quarter combat.
But he has
because
projectiles.
He does.
Yeah,
only
but-
one, but
It's only projectile
two,
if you
actually.
actually land a hit.
yeah.
So it's not like you just throw it
That
out
movie
and
was
random.
burn chat. You can keep burning even though the chat's not on the screen. We can still see this shit.
And his V
Street
skill.
Fighter gave up because Tekken's winning with Akuma. That's a Street Fighter character,
Still,
bro.
they're still making money because Akuma's in the game. And that's
Street Fighter
their character.
bro.
For the
But-
chat, can you put it here, like cut it out from that browser or something, and no?
It would take some kind of effort.
Yeah,
and I
it
kind
would.
of can't fuck with it while it's live.
Gotcha.
So, with what's special about
That is
him-
a good idea though. Maybe next time I'll just like
Also-
crop this and like put
Yeah.
it there.
Just as a backup, have it.
But these screens aren't they're the same computer.
Right, but you just have a browser here, right?
I feel like
You're probably right. I will figure something out for that. That'll be dope.
Just as a backup, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like he's very.
That'll actually work better than the regular one.
I feel like he's very easy to use on this.
Well, if he's no
character.
motions, I can imagine. Like, what are his presses? Like double tap.
No,
No,
two
it's
kicks
just
will
two
be
kicks.
his launcher move that he has with the DP.
Yes.
Medium punch and then forward medium punch will be his 1-2 with the projectile. And like it's
If you
literally
press all
Do you have any
three,
good anti-airs?
if you press all
We're
three,
talking
it's an
fighting
EX
games.
move.
I got a feeling this is some type of reaction to how
This is-
easy Smash Bros is to play.
I'll give
so,
it.
like fighting games have tried making it easier.
They
like,
and they
every-
continue to try.
yeah,
Marvel
every
vs.
single
Capcom's not gonna have a shuriken motion. You just gotta double tap down
no,
without
no,
pressing
no,
a button.
They're having it.
Yeah,
it's both options.
they're
now.
having it.
Oh, now they're having both. I thought they were undecided still.
No, it's
Nah,
both. They're
it's
gonna
both.
do both.
Well, see, but still, the fact that they're gonna have both, it shows they're trying to simplify fighting games now.
So
Yeah, they're trying to
here-
appeal to more
but,
people.
Here's
in-
my
In
definition.
Street Fighter 4, they had a shortcut for moves as well.
Where?
For DP, for people who couldn't do forward, down, forward punch, that's the motion for Dragon Punch. All you
Yeah.
have to do is slap or press diagonal twice to the corner, just downright, just.
I
hit it
never
twice,
knew
hit
that.
punch,
Yeah.
and it
He's right
counted.
about that.
I never knew
That
that.
was a shortcut.
It's definitely a
And
short
then
Just
in
like mash it,
Street
I just go bop bop.
Yeah,
You knew that?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And I'm not a big
I
fighting
was
game
doing
guy.
that shit the hard way every time.
And then Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they actually had a gem that said, we're just gonna make this move simpler for you.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the full
remember
motion,
that.
just press down forward.
That's
or
it.
press back forward for Sonic Boom instead of holding it. Yeah.
Which is cheesy why they had to let that
I don't
game
care that
go.
they made the game easier to play, but
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
I
wrong
don't
with
think there's
making
nothing
it
wrong
easier
with
to
it. But it kind of hurts the competitive scene, I guess, because they start looking at it like, oh, I'm putting all this effort into doing shit the hard way,
I feel like
Nope.
making it better.
I feel like Ed is.
Well, yeah, you're in the competitive scene, so you have an opinion on that.
I feel like Ed is like the Eddie Gordo of Street Fighter, but with punches, basically, because it's almost like that because you get to input everything just by moving forward and pressing buttons.
I want to,
You want to retort?
yeah, no, not even. Just want to negate that statement. Just
Negate?
like that. You have a shit ton of characters that are readily available. They eliminated button mashing for Chun-Li with the kicks, but
Yeah.
then they brought it back for season 2.
The
And then
hell?
you have-
They brought it back
yeah, you can
for
actually now
Colleen.
hit
and
multiple
Ed.
hits. Yeah. But my thing is that the whole purpose of this character was to just bring in a new element into the game
I
for
get that.
new coming players. A lot of people don't know how to use charge characters anymore because it's too difficult to count.
Yeah.
2 seconds back, press forward, hit a punch, or 2 seconds down, press a kick, press up.
I was never good with charge characters, so I can relate to that.
And it's not an easy
I've
thing.
gotten
for some
better
people.
with charge characters, definitely.
So like Borok, he's most of his moves is charge,
Charge.
except for his DP. It's actually just half circle, quarter circle.
Whoa, he's got a DP? Whoa.
Yeah.
So but,
That's Dragon Punch.
like
Or
I don't
Shoryuken.
think,
Or is it?
Ed is actually
Dun, dun,
gonna
dun.
interfere with the community whatsoever.
Yeah.
All it is just gonna add a new twist to it, but it makes it simpler to combo because you don't have to waste extra motions
Yes.
or mistime anything. Now you just have to wait to be like 1, 2. That's it.
Yeah. I
But-
mean, all it is just motion to where you're going close to your opponent, basically. Let's see if you can block this or you can do that. You don't have that extra motion to think your next move.
This is
you
why I
know?
think Smash Bros is the best fighting game.
It's not even a fighting game, homie. It's a party game.
Nah, man.
Tell that to the
Yo,
guy
dude.
who always has his GameCube remote holstered at his fucking side. The first time he came to the studio, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna play Smash Brothers." He's like, "Cool, I got my remote." What? We didn't tell you we were gonna play. What the fuck?
He ran around the table like
It was
3 times.
holstered.
Well, I don't remember that.
He had to cock it back. I got my remote right here, dude. Walked in there, cleaned house, went home.
I like that this guy's being modest. Like, oh, I didn't remember that.
God tier. This is why we call him God tier. But yeah, I think Smash Bros is the best controls. Like, it's easy as fuck to play. But if you want to play competitively,
It gets complicated.
it gets a little complicated. But never to the level of like Street Fighter, where it's like, what a punch, fucking hard punch, soft punch, Akuma,
Mostly
dead,
blocks.
raging demon.
All right,
Blocks and
I'm gonna have to
combos.
say something about
Go
that.
for it.
All right.
I was waiting for you to say it.
So as much as I really hate Smash, like I absolutely hate the game. It's not even.
You don't hate the game.
The guy
For a
that
guy
has
that's
GameCube
so
hate
good
controls.
with the game, you're
Because
really
I'm
hating
good
it.
at it doesn't mean I don't have to like it.
I wish I
That's
could
true.
show love to Street Fighter,
That's
but they
how I
let
am
me
with
down.
Street Fighter. I don't like the game,
I
but I'm
love
good
Street
at it.
Fighter, but I hate Capcom. We keep going back to it like a battered wife that we are.
DX the Great said J Kid talking like he gets W's.
I do get W.
And then Muddy Peach Fedora said Metal Gear Solid would make a suck ass movie, but it would have to be done right. Oh, sick ass movie.
No, I
can I
agree
burn-
with that.
Marv chooses Meta Knight's cheap ass in Smash Bros.
Can I burn DX real quick? I'm
You
gonna
have
tell him that yeah, I do be talking like I got W's. I got a W, most of the W's off you.
Ooh.
I did.
Ooh.
You remember that day?
Oh, burn! Burn!
All right,
It's
go
happening.
Nah, but
Going back to your
so like there's like a lot of fucking complex systems in Smash Brothers that you have to learn. Like you have to know about vectoring, you have to know how to directional input and shit like that. And then it's not told to you; it's something that you have to learn as you play the game.
That's the whole thing. That's the
So
whole
like
thing.
it's just like Street Fighter. It's not like, oh yeah, I could just press a button. No, you have to learn about the frame data. Same thing with Smash.
Exactly.
And then like with Street Fighter, you have to know about like negative edging. You have to know about what's it called? Charge partitioning.
Charge partition.
And then
charge partitioning.
which is like you hold like a charge for like a half a second, you press forward, you go back, and you still holding the charge, and then the charge adds up to the full 2-second count that you need, and it appears that you're walking forward, and then you do the charge move like nothing happened. So it's like a lot of fucking complex systems, which both games do have.
I agree with you.
And pivot pointing for Smash, so it's like
That's in
each
the new
thing
one
is-
only. So,
I mean,
Perfect
that's
pivots.
but check it.
different elements
This is
right
my whole jazz about it. I consider every fighting game to have 3 stages of players, like the beginners, people who never played it before,
Right.
the intermediates, people who played it but who are not masters, and then you have the masters, right? In Street Fighter, between beginner and intermediate, the range, the scale,
There's a large gap.
way huge. You know what I'm saying? And then from intermediate to master, forget about it. But in Smash Bros, beginner to intermediate, it doesn't take that long to get there because of the fact that the controls are so fucking easy. You know what I mean? And that's what makes Smash Bros a better fighting game. In
it's
my
fun.
opinion, in my most humble opinion.
Everybody has their own.
What do you think about that one?
They're different games. I
Yeah.
agree. I personally enjoy playing Smash Bros. Way more than Street Fighter.
Because you never played Street Fighter as a kid.
I never did. No.
Yeah.
I'm
speaking for somebody.
I button mashed my way. Through,
Yeah,
like,
I'm speaking for somebody who's played
Alpha
Street Fighter
3
before he
and-
played Smash.
Yeah.
I love Street Fighter Third Strike. Still my favorite fighting game. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that in no type of way is Street Fighter easier nor a better fighting game.
Yeah, no, like the barrier to entry on Smash Brothers is way lower than it is on Street Fighter.
Yep.
And I think that's one of the reasons why people just have more fun with
Smash Bros.
Smash Brothers.
Of course. What? Man, JK, what do you think on the topic?
I mean, I haven't played Smash in a while, but when I did, I was very competitive with Smash too.
We met at a tournament, right?
Actually, we did. We did.
Burn.
Given the fact that I tried every character, I tried every movements of every character, and it was pretty unique to me. And the best one was a Street Fighter player being in a Smash game. So I picked up on it a lot when Ryu came in the battle. I picked on it quickly.
Burn.
When Ryu
City
came
Hill.
on the battle. I picked on it quickly. So I feel like Street Fighter mostly took my life more than Smash, let's say. So I'm in Street Fighter, I'm very competitive
That's
more
fine.
than Smash.
Which one do you think is a better game, though?
I would say,
Fighting-
even though I
fighting it.
hate to admit it, it has to be Street Fighter for me.
Why would you hate to admit it? Like, it's-
Because of how it is right now.
because he's sitting in front of me.
Yeah, because I'm sitting in front of you too.
Fair.
But you know how it is when you're in that competitive state of mind and you want to play for hours and hours till you get good. This Street Fighter does that more to me than Smash.
Right.
So I feel like I got a devoted life. for
I get you like Street Fighter better, which I will say Street Fighter 3 is still my favorite fighting game of all time.
That's still my
But
favorite fighting
I'm not going to sit here and say that Smash Bros. Doesn't have an easier system that's probably better than Street Fighter's. Did I say the same word twice? No, I said Smash Bros. Is a better fighting system, right? Okay, yes. Do you agree with me on that?
I probably have to disagree with that.
Ooh, why?
Mostly-
Why is Street Fighter's fighting system better?
Well, it's mostly with Street Fighter. I think it's a game of tic-tac-toe with that one. By what I mean about that is it's only 2D It's only a 2D platform that you can actually
Is
learn.
Smash Brothers 2D as well? I don't know.
It is.
Smash Brothers. is a
Go
whole
on.
new
I will let
element.
you continue digging yourself.
Yeah, please.
All right.
Smash Brothers is a whole new element to me. I don't know. It's different because so much confusing thing that I have to learn. More than Street Fighter is more simpler to me. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but it's just I feel like 2D fighting games is better than actual like
Are you? Oh wait, okay.
actual party game that you could actually do 1v1 and then die off from there and there. I like stamina more, like or like health bars more.
Okay. So like stamina mode, like so if you were to put like stamina mode in Smash,
That would be better off for me.
Okay.
I would say that.
Okay, instead of having a percentage, like somebody can survive off of like
Off the chip
200
damage.
percentage. Like if you have like Captain Falcon who miraculously lives for like 220,
Yeah.
when he's like a light character, you're supposed to knock him out, but he still fucking lives, and then he'll kill you instead. But then you have
Don't get
Street
hit.
Fighter. No, but then in Street Fighter, like you have a life bar. That which in 5 I hated the fact that you can't ship somebody out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can see where you're
Yeah,
coming
if-
with that.
It's hard to explain, but it's just like, you know, I kind of like Street Fighter more because of the element that they had for years. You know, like just by life bar. That's it.
It's cool, bro.
Because I want to see that life bar. If I'm at a chip damage, I want to win. You know, instead of percentage, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get launched in the air. Shit.
Well,
Where am I gonna hide?
here's the amazing
I
thing.
don't want to hide.
Here's what makes Smash Bros. Fucking the most righteously amazing thing on the planet. Well, when you get in a fight, you never know when that shit's gonna end.
Yep.
Exactly.
You can take somebody
dynamic.
to fucking 300. While in Street Fighter, you know when it's ending. Every time it becomes generic at a point. While in Smash Bros, I could fight this motherfucker forever. I don't know when he's gonna die. Especially if we pick a stage like fucking Hyrule Castle.
Too much Dragon Ball Z
Like,
action.
exactly. And you
Too
never
much. For me.
like when I saw the first trailer for Mortal Kombat 9, and they showed Sub-Zero and Scorpion fighting in the woods with no health bars on top, and it was just them just beating the shit out of each other. I thought that was the actual fucking game.
MKX.
Yes, MKX. Was it that one with had
Yeah.
the rap music playing in the background?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, how fucking righteous would it be if in Mortal Kombat they get rid of health bars, and you never know when you're gonna kill your enemy? Like maybe they just show like a physical thing with like your character showing like they're hurt.
Let me ask you a question then. How do you feel about like wrestling games?
Huh.
The thing about wrestling games is
Because there's no health bar there. It's
the thing with
stamina,
wrestling games.
and you don't know
You got
when
just
you.
a
Different element.
The thing with
right
wrestling games is that the fights aren't dynamic in any way. Like there's not a lot that switches between every fight besides the match type.
Actually, there is
Depending.
one wrestling game that has a health bar.
Ultimate Muscle,
Ultimate Muscle
Legends
has
versus
it.
New Generations.
Yeah,
No.
and WWE All Stars.
No.
So there's a couple.
All right, so
Def Jam, Fight for New York, and the original.
Def Jam Fight for
Def
New York
Jam
is a
Vendetta.
different story. That game I can say is a, but is it really a wrestling game anymore at that point?
Yeah, you got submissions.
Yeah.
You got street
After
fight.
fight.
You got different fighting
Fight
styles.
for You New York mostly is like a fighting.
It's
the original
open.
fighting.
It's-
It is open. It is. I see what you
What,
mean.
is it like-
Yeah. It
But
is. It is technically a
More
wrestling
the
game.
Wrestling goes to Vendetta.
Yeah.
More the
Re-
wrestling goes to Vendetta.
No, I get it. Fight for New York is more of an upgrade or kind of like a transition.
Yeah,
but it's still a wrestling game. While
While
Vendetta is more of a traditional wrestling game. But no, I love Fight for New York's system,
Yeah,
and I say
I
that's
love it.
another one that's like pretty
It's awesome.
dynamic, and yeah, I would say even that I would enjoy playing that more than Street Fighter nowadays. 'Cause-
wholeheartedly agree.
Oh yeah, definitely. Me too.
yeah. Look at that. Look
I'm
at
I
that.
was
glad we
actually
agree.
playing it like a month ago, so I'm like, yeah.
Def Jam Vendetta is still, I mean not Vendetta, Fight for New York still has a great fucking fighting system that no other game has ever had.
Exactly.
There's no game like that where you can put somebody in the crowd and
Awesome.
the crowd holds them there, like while you
Exactly.
beat his ass.
Do you
Like,
take
oh
a beer
my-
bottle, just crack it upside their head when they have low health?
That's an
Yeah,
awesome
GG's.
game, and it has so many fucking rappers in it. It has almost fucking
that game
everybody.
would never be made today.
It would never happen again.
Nah, it would never.
That game will never happen again. Never.
And we recently played Vendetta.
Only part one, yeah. Part one only had like
Imagine,
8
like, Kendrick.
rappers. I would love a Vendetta with like Kendrick and like Drake.
Chance.
But so many people
Big
would beat up
Sean.
Drake. It'd be so sad. Like you'd see
Something about
many.
Drake will be the final boss.
No, dude, that'd be the
Ooh.
problem.
I thought Wayne would be the final boss.
Yo, who would have thought
Nah.
that Snoop Dogg is the final boss in 2?
They made him build for no fucking reason. He's all jacked up in that game.
He's skinny as fuck.
He's skinny with muscles. It makes no fucking
No
sense.
man,
sense.
It's like
I don't
E
know how
Honda
he
has
did that.
abs. But
Smoke too much
honestly,
herbs.
I think with games like Tekken, with games like Street Fighter that still use that one-on-one life bar system, I think the fights have stopped being dynamic, and I think that's the reason why a lot of these games are having trouble now. Mortal Kombat is doing something good with like having that 3 different type of characters for each character, three different fighting
variations.
styles, and that's how they're mixing it up almost, and that's why I think they're doing really well. Whereas with Street Fighter, like I said, they're still doing that one-on-one life bar thing, and the fights,
It's traditional.
yeah, it's a little too traditional.
There was one game that I absolutely loved in terms of the life bar,
Mhm.
and it's Capcom. Darkstalkers.
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 You know, I've never
That
played
game was
Darkstalkers.
righteous.
So the
It
life
plays it
bar,
very differently. That's
it's-
why.
It's literally super turbo.
If you look at it on a screen, you think it's Street Fighter, but
Yeah, because it looks
you
like
control it.
I know some of the characters from like
Marvel's
Capcom.
But
Right.
when you
Yeah,
play
Puzzle
it,
Fighters.
Morgan made it famous, of course.
when you play it, you immediately you get the idea.
Yeah, it's all about Dimitri.
That's what
So
I
how does it
said.
work? Got here.
That's what I said last
So
time.
the life bar system and Vampire Savior worked as if it's 2 life bars each round, 1 life bar each round. But the way that it would go about it is that you would have one person, like let's say me and you are duking it out, right? I kill you, but you dragged my life down all the way to let's say 80%.
The final boss will be Birdman.
Now, the 80% the 20% that I have left transfers over to the next round.
Okay.
So you have literally like 2 seconds to beat me up, and then that's the end of the second round right there.
I'm gonna get to your question right now, Six City Hill. Let me let him
Then
finish.
On the third round, whatever damage I dealt to you, that's how much you have remaining. So
Okay.
it's literally like think of just 2 long bars combined into one, and then each segment is a round.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much you have to take down both of their life bars to kill them, but every time someone loses a life bar, that's 1 round, but you will still
Gotcha.
have the same amount of health.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I get it.
It's kind of like I think Killer Instinct did the same thing.
Yes, Killer Instinct.
Yeah. All right. So 680 says Marv doesn't know what he's talking about. There's stamina, speed, power,
Wrestling.
characters that determine a match depending on who you choose. Take that, El Jabroni. Yeah, I'm assuming he's talking about wrestling. But either way, a match in WWE
I knew that was gonna
2K17 is nowhere near as dynamic nor as there's so many intricate systems in Smash Bros and Street Fighter that a wrestling game like that will never compare in terms of fighting.
I kind of see what you mean too, but I have to retort on that too.
Go for
I mean,
it.
wrestling is an intense game.
I agree with
It's
you. I
definitely
agree
an
with you.
intense
I think
game.
a retort is the word of the podcast.
Yes.
today.
Yeah, hit it. The retorts.
The retorts.
Hit it.
So, pretty much, it does rely on stamina. It does rely on health bar. As you see, as your body parts are going red, yellow, orange, and red. So you could do that as a fighting element, mostly, depending on how bad you beat up the opponent. Mostly, and then from there, doing special moves and all that, it does help. Sometimes
DX
it
said it's not
doesn't.
dynamic when you suck. It's right. It's true.
Not dynamic when I suck. Well, I
No,
beat
he's
him.
talking to
talking about
me.
Mars.
He's talking to me.
I was about to say. I was about to go in.
You about to unleash the dragon on him.
JK.
DX, I saved your life.
DX.
Thank Marv. He saved your life.
Yeah, thank him.
You would have got erased.
You would have got eradicated.
But
Erased!
Continue,
There you
JK.
go.
What were you saying about it?
Pretty much the system does add like a fighting game element onto it, depending on how you look at it. You're still facing your opponent. No, I'm just saying that for the sake of the game. It's still 1v1 or like fatal 4-way or triple threat, whatever you want to do. But mostly the 1v1s are what makes the game great.
Let me ask you a really random question. Is there a competitive scene with the wrestling game?
Is there an esports?
Yeah.
I would. There's
Like,
no.
are there
there's
tournaments
No, there's
for
no
WWE?
tournaments yet. There has been in locals, but not big ones. Not big
It's
ones.
just
Fuck
not-
George
like-
It's not a
characters.
tournament. It's just a get together.
Is 2K17?
No Mercy was.
It's a party game.
No
Is
Mercy
there-
was.
Is
They're
it going to
pretty
make
much-
it to Evo?
It's just a bunch of people.
Can you imagine
searching for-
WWE
I didn't
in
even-
Evo?
I wouldn't even.
I would
see-
love it,
I
but-
would love to see that.
No,
but-
no, it will show up on Evo as a side bet.
Ah.
Like one of those side consoles, like somebody brings it
Yeah.
on TV.
I would-
Yeah.
I
Yo,
would
fuck
definitely
you.
do that.
You
though.
suck at Street Fighter 9, man. You suck at MK.
Yeah.
You know what? See me in 2K17.
But,
Yo,
One match.
2K17. No, 2K18. See me with broken Matt right now.
All right.
I don't even know who broke
Here's
that
my
is.
arguments with wrestling games not being so that good of fighting games.
I don't find them fun.
It's not a fighting game. It's
It's a wrestling game.
It's a wrestling.
when you were describing all the little elements and variables in Street Fighter, when you were saying like the pivot points and the timings and you know counting the frames,
Yeah.
and all that shit, there's nobody doing that shit in wrestling games.
What
I never
about?
said that wrestling wasn't.
No. But I'm using your retort on him for what he's saying
What
about.
What about
on-
Suda 51's Fire Pro Wrestling?
I haven't played it yet, so I
What
can't
if
say.
what if that
I haven't
turns
played it
into
yet.
one?
It's never gonna turn into one.
I'm just
What, in
hyping 'em
esports?
up.
It's a little too old school, isn't it? To be like,
SNES, yeah, that's way too old.
it's too old school.
No, I meant like,
Be like
if
an
the new
esport.
one comes out.
Oh, if
what
he
that-
makes, if Suda 51 makes a new Fire Pro,
no, like if
I'd
the
buy
new
it
one
in
comes
a
out,
heartbeat.
But the new one is just a remake. It's not a brand new game.
What if that remake becomes a tournament based?
I'd play it. I
see it.
I would
I
love
would
it.
see it like as a tournament.
I would love it, but it's a really old game. They're just remaking it. It would be dope if they made a new one. People aren't gonna play like the little 8-bit, 16-bit characters and that shit. They're not gonna. No one's gonna catch on to that shit. Honestly, that's why it's only a download
who
game.
knows? You never know.
But
No, I know. Nobody's gonna play it.
Listen, I come from the
slut tears.
future.
Marv is drinking
I will-
slut tears.
I guarantee
Yo,
it.
guys, I'm sorry.
Race.
A wrestling game. A wrestling game will never be as dynamic, nor as fun, nor as will nowhere ever be a competitive thing.
One day.
Unless they make a different style of fighting game, like honestly, like a different style of wrestling game. Because right now,
sorry, I'm a wrestling fan.
right now the wrestling games don't sell because they're good, guys. I hate to break this to you, but the wrestling games sell because they're
name.
characters, the name
Right.
WWE. You guys are not buying WWE 2K17
the fighting
because of
system.
how awesome the fighting system is. I hate to break it to you guys, but that's the fucking truth. You guys are buying it because you like wrestling, and that's okay. I buy Suda 51 games that suck, but I like Suda 51.
What Suda 51 game suck?
Lollipop Chainsaw.
I like that one.
It sucks though, bro.
That one was really good.
I paid $60 for it and it sucked. But hey, I loved it. It was fun.
It was a great story.
But like I said, guys, I hate to fucking break it to you and become the bad guy this episode, but I am a villain and I'm gonna keep it real.
Alright.
Wrestling games are not played because they're competitive. They're played because you can play as the Hardys next year. And you could play as the fucking whoever this year.
you know, he's right about that because
Oh,
nostalgia feeling.
DX the Great is calling you out.
He's calling me out on what?
And
Marv?
2K.
On 2K17?
Yeah, but Mighty Pete's Fedora said he's a lightweight in 2K.
Yeah, I can tell.
DX said you only win in salty matches.
Well, that match wasn't salty when I beat you. That was the first match.
Oh shit.
AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. AJ Styles won.
I don't know who AJ Styles is.
I'm AJ Styles.
I've heard of Randy Orton.
And
though.
just a white boy.
And despite the fact that I'm saying all this bad shit about wrestling games, a lot of people still play regular one-on-one fighting games because of the characters too. They're buying it just because it's called Street Fighter.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
that's true.
Like,
you,
so-
you are right about that.
So even though fighting games, let's call them like what side-scroller 2D plane fighting games.
Wait, like your Street Fighters?
It's just like
Yeah, like
Tekken.
Street Fighter, Tekken.
Well,
just like Tekken 7.
Yeah, Tekken's 3D. I mean,
Tekken-
whatever you want to call them, the Japanese style of fighting games, that 1v1 style with life bars. A lot of people still only play them today because of the characters too. But the competitive scene, you know what I mean? That exists because the developers took the time and effort to build a complex system, you know. And that's something that 2K, THQ, you know, all these fucking guys, they don't give a fuck about that shit. You're gonna buy it regardless.
But
And
you
there'll
were
be one next year, and the year after that.
That's
Whatever. THQ Nordic came back.
But you were right about that. I'm not buying Tekken 7 because
Yeah, we're buying it because of Kuma.
Yeah, exactly. He read my mind. I'm
Yeah.
buying it because of Kuma's
Are
in
you
it.
really buying it just for Kuma?
I am.
I want to main
Are you
my,
buying
my
it?
main character.
He's buying it, so I'm buying it.
Well, Horong's in there too, and
What's up?
and
Give me
Lee
your
Chao
$60
Long.
right now.
What, to buy for you?
Nah, I'll just like draw you a sketch of Akuma. You can keep it forever, man.
I
And
might
put a
have to-
paper.
I might have
like,
to charge you more.
Tekken game
Dude,
and put Akuma in there.
No,
right there.
draw Mighty Pete in Akuma's clothes.
Ooh.
I'll give you 100.
Please.
Get the fuck out of here.
He'll lay down on the couch
No,
and like Titanic.
do some
Draw me
awesome.
like one of your
Draw me
Street
like one of your
Fighters.
French girls.
Draw
Draw me like one of those Street
Fighters.
Fighter characters.
God tier.
Draw
Oh my
Mighty-
god, somebody fan art that shit. Marv ruined
Please.
Fedora. Marv ruined Fedora's whole
I want a
DX, the
fan art of
motherfucking
Mighty
great
Pete's Fedora.
praise.
That's what I want. I want a fan art of
I just
Mighty
started
Pete's
my
Fedora.
Twitch. Yo, I'm gonna be watching DX's Twitch. He's probably gonna be going in on wrestling.
Word.
But guys,
I've been watching it.
let's go on to our fucking Metroid news, which we probably should have made the main conversation of this episode, Street Fighter. But yeah, I think I put the wrong fucking video in this one. Did I?
Yeah,
It
booty
is.
cheeks.
Look at that booty jiggle sound. Look at
Let's
that
see if I
ass
can.
effect.
Let's see if I can
booty
fix
cheeks.
that live.
What's
Really
primer?
cheeks.
Is it a primer?
Yeah, it was, but no, there's actually. What am I clicking on? Yeah, the wrong video is playing right
got the
now.
wrong video.
No, that's a different one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Can I create a new? Can I add it? Add it. Let's see if I can add shit live. Media file, right? Yeah. Where's Metroid Prime Trilogy? Okay, here we go.
All right, well,
Fuck it.
there you go. All right.
We do what we can. But guys, recently there's been a lot of rumors going around that we'll probably be seeing a new Metroid Prime game at E3 this year.
Not bad.
Juan, who was it that tweeted these guys asking them what they're working on?
So,
tell us the story.
So Pierre Schneider from IGN tweeted Retro Studios, "Hey, what are you guys working on?" Because some guy tweeted him. So let's see.
Yeah, this is an interesting story.
It's a web of rumors.
Yeah, it's a web.
Right?
It's a web
of rumors. Right?
Yes.
And then Retro Studios actually replied to Pierre from IGN.
Oh, I do have the tweet.
They said something delicious, and then they posted some meat. Right? So
Here we
people
go.
assume,
This is a tweet. It was actually a little video, but I can't.
Yeah. It was a gift. So it's like something delicious, and then someone said, "Oh my God, is that prime rib? Are they working on Metroid Prime 4?"
Look at those 4 slices, though.
And there are 4 slices. You are just adding on. I didn't even notice.
This is actually
just noticed
this is
that.
actually a
There's
tweet
4
about Half-Life. Did you guys know that?
Half-Life.
Half-Life 3
Half-Life 3
confirmed.
confirmed. Who said that bullshit?
Who said that?
But continue the story.
But all right. So that's one avenue. So let's lay out the rumors first.
Well, Jose Otero too.
Yeah. There was the guy the composer that for like the latest Deus Ex game. Yeah, I don't have his name in front of me. But he went on Facebook and he said, "Hey, this is what I've been working on. I've been working with Retro Studios on whatever." And he's known to be a big Metroid fan. So they were like, "Oh man, he's done work on like sci-fi games like Deus Ex. And he's working with Retro guy, Metroid Prime 4." And then this tweet happened.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get it.
Then we got more news. Actually, we got news that they were actually gonna make 2 Metroid games.
So some other YouTuber, Super Metal 64, was on some podcast. He goes, "Oh, heard rumors myself, some sources that he has, that Climax Studios, they're British company,
They worked with Nintendo.
So they developed some memories on Wii. They have some who are working on PSP, and then they worked on some of the Assassin's Creed 2D games. He heard that they're working on a Metroid as well. Right.
So one from Climax Studios and one from Retro. Right.
Yes.
So
Wow.
Which isn't so far-fetched because Nintendo developed Metroid Prime and Metroid Fusion at the same time.
yeah, they did. And
Yeah.
that was after a long hiatus because they haven't
It was,
released the Metroid games in Super Nintendo.
So they released 2 like the same month, right? It was the same month?
Same day.
They came out the same
They
day.
came out the same day. It was like
Look at
November
that.
12th, 2002 or something.
And
I
the
don't
plot
know.
thickens.
Yeah, because they wanted to implement the costume that you get from Fusion.
Yeah. I think that was just a bonus. I don't think like they developed it at the same time because of that. But.
Oh, was it? I thought it was. Fuck, it was I was just happy to see it as a 3D.
I know,
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
dope. It was
would've
dope.
been dope.
It was dope.
I'm gonna participate in the burn chat when Marv
I
finishes
didn't
his
play
hooked
it,
on
so that
phonics for his iPad.
Technically right. I didn't play it.
You never played Metroid Prime?
None of them? Oh, I started playing Prime 1.
Started, but
No, I didn't start. I started.
Right.
get the trilogy on the Wii.
On the Wii U?
I'm playing it at a 4K.
Yeah, you could download it, I think.
I'm playing
Get
it
it
on a 4K
illegally on the
TV.
Wii.
Or do that.
Villain, I have.
You can't do it on the screen because you need it on the Wii.
I'll get some first too.
So,
It's good.
back to rumor mill and the rumor control.
The grapevine.
Turns out that picture that Retro Studios tweeted that someone thought was Prime Rib turns out brisket. So I'm not sure there's a Metroid. I don't think that's any type of confirmation for me. Just tweeting if they're working on something weird, and whoever was tweeting was eating food or something, and just tweeted out food. Right. And then after that YouTuber went on that podcast, people started tweeting Climax Studios, and then Climax Studios started responding to some of those tweets. And like, no, that's just silly. And what was the other tweet?
Something about that. That's not happening.
Yeah, it's not
Something
happening.
like simple.
It's like two different recruits think that they're not working on it. So it wasn't even, we can't comment on rumors. They're like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Damn, I actually actually thought that
Wait, this isn't a disc confirmation.
No, it's they're not.
It's not this confirmation.
It could be a total surprise.
It could be them
I
trolling
think
you.
that
right
taking just taking to get the news of that composer from Deus Ex saying something about working with retro. That's a big sign. Even though Nintendo themselves have handled the music with Metroid Prime series, like the games were developed in Texas, but Nintendo actually did all the music for the games in Japan. Oh, we don't say that in here. It's on the list. You just made the list.
Just made the list. Nah,
But
that has been erased. That has been erased.
But honestly, I actually do think we're gonna see at least a console Metroid Prime 4 game.
God,
at
I
E3.
wish.
It would be the most jazziest thing Nintendo has done in a long time.
Super Metroid is my favorite game of all time. Metroid Prime is one of my favorite games of all time. I am a big Metroid fan. Fusion, really? Fusion was
scary.
no,
I'm actually playing Fusion on my phone.
and it's colorful and everything, but you have those moments of tension when SAX.
That's what I was gonna say. The 2D games have a lot more alien elements. I mean, alien the movie.
Yeah.
They have a lot more alien elements like that. Intense moments.
You fall into like a little drop and you're underneath, and then
And you see her walking.
Yeah, you see her walking.
Did you hit a bomb? Did you?
the
The explosion.
Yeah.
Wait
So that's Metroid Fusion. Did you ever play Metroid Fusion?
playing it.
Fusion.
Fusion.
On Game Boy Advance. I thought you were playing it.
Okay, well, I'm playing Fusion.
Okay.
I can dig it.
Duke told me to get it.
Honestly, guys, I think that would be the best thing Nintendo could impress me with. But I see it physically possible. I can't see an F-Zero coming. I can't see. That would be awesome.
On the Switch.
I can't. That would be
They
enough
have
for
the
me to be
tracks.
happy.
That would be
They
enough.
have the track and the blue machine. Blue Fox.
That would be enough for me to be happy.
Make like parts.
Mute City and Big Blue. Yeah. Mute City and Big Blue. The music and everything on those tracks on
Amazing.
Mario Kart 8.
Great.
Great.
Jazzy as hell.
Composed in the orchestra.
Yeah.
No, it was all jazzy.
It was all jazzy.
Yeah.
It's a jazz band.
Yeah, it was
Some
a
of
big
them were
jazz band.
Not an orchestra, but jazz
Oh,
band.
on Mute City, yeah. Mute
No,
City
the
and
whole
Big
game.
Blue.
The whole game is all.
Really?
It's all the whole game's a jazz band.
Yeah.
It's like orchestrated.
Well,
Because
because it's done live.
Yeah,
like
it's
an
live,
orchestra's
but-
done. But
we
it's
could call it that.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, I think a Metroid Prime would be perfect right now, especially with the Switch having the dual analogs on it. Because honestly, I don't want the targeting system back from the first two games.
I didn't have any problem with it.
I don't think it had
It
a
was-
problem. I don't think there was a problem with it. But I just think,
Basically the Zelda system. If you think about it.
I just think that in a first-person perspective,
No, it's
I think the
Zelda.
game would be a lot more challenging without it. And that's what I want from it. I kind of want it to be a little more challenging.
They could make it challenging. Prime 2 was challenging.
It was challenging the puzzles. I won't say the enemies were challenging.
They hit hard.
Yeah, that's probably all they did. Like hit hard, like take a lot of HP. But when you can target an enemy, it makes, especially in a shooting game, it makes it so much easier. Too easy for me, in fact. No, I want like a dual analog, like almost
Like a Halo? Like a Destiny?
like a Halo. Yeah, pretty much like a Destiny. Not that it has the best analog stick on that, but I'm thinking about playing it with a Pro controller.
But still, with that,
No, you had it at the right angle for a second. Dude, like I said, they have Pro controllers for it. Yeah.
they have purple.
Yeah. So the
is
Pro
back in
controller,
stock, by the way.
the Pro controller would be much better. The Pro controller would be much better than playing with that. I don't plan on playing too many games handheld mode, unless I'm out or for whatever reason. But an FPS, I would want to play it on the big screen. Especially a Metroid Prime, you don't want to always play that shit on the big screen.
Another game I'm having trouble with, hopefully it plays right, is that Payday. Hopefully
That's another game you probably want to play that shit on the Pro controller.
Yeah,
But you can
they
play with the
played
Pro
it too.
controller even when it's not docked. You can play with it. You can just stand it
Yeah,
up.
you can even.
Nah, at that point, just hold on to the
You would think so, but
Let me tell you, what I thought when I got the Switch, I was like, you know what? Even when Nintendo announced it, I was like, I'm probably never gonna play it handheld mode.
yo, Fedora and
Even when I'm home,
and
sometimes I
DX,
find myself like,
they're
if
great.
I'm
Are they still trying?
want to go
I'll
to my
stomp
bedroom or
you
whatever,
out.
take a shit or whatever. Just the fact that I can pick up the system and play whatever game I was playing on the TV. Yeah, I think that's fucking dope.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather play it on handheld versus sit down. I mean, it's right in front of
Oh,
me.
yeah, yeah,
It's
like-
worse, but it's the gratification.
But wait, you guys seriously think that they should bring back the targeting system for it?
I don't have a problem with it.
That's
I personally don't have a problem with it.
keep it the original way. Don't even try to add.
No, like if they give you options, that's fine. Like I think Prime 3 had the best implementation of that though, because you could.
Prime 3 was like halfway because you can aim
Right.
and you can
That's
target.
what I was
You
thinking.
could
If
lock
they- if
on,
they can
and
have
then
a-
you had once you're locked on, you basically just come straight around them, so you could still precisely aim with
The problem is when you do a targeting system, what ends up happening is that your whole thing is strafing. Your whole like strategy for fighting every enemy is just strafe around them. Well, whereas if when you have like analog control, you can like take cover, you can kind of aim a little more freely, you know, and also you can handle multiple enemies at the same time. Where a targeting system, if I target you, I better hope that you're the closest one to me. If you're the one I want to kill.
Nah, 'cause you could like retarget someone else.
It's not that easy in Metroid. If you recall, you had to let go of the trigger and press it again, like double tap
Yeah.
it.
It's just like Zelda.
I don't know. For me, I always thought maybe it's a better time to implement a dual analog control for Prime. I'm not saying it's bad.
They could play this.
I actually built it. I actually have it.
I think I would prefer a free move. Also, the problem is when you don't have dual analogs, when you're not fighting an enemy, and let's say you want to look up, you have to hold down the L button. Yeah, but you think that's the good thing, holding a button down just to look up?
Yes.
That's a bad thing right there. I don't think that's good at all.
I know they made it better.
Unless they
did.
meet unless they meet us halfway, like they let you aim with the analog stick, but when you have your crosshair on an enemy, at that point you can target him. I don't think you should just walk into a room, there's an enemy there, hold the L button, automatically targets to him. Maybe if the crosshair, if I aim it at you first, and then I can lock onto you. The same way that it takes a little while to scan somebody, the same way that the AI of the suit maybe has to like fucking lock onto you like manually or whatever, automatically. I mean. Make it some game device or something like that.
I don't know, man. The element for the original Metroid, I say 3 is on its own separate because of that.
Yeah, because the Wii remote.
But like, if you had to eliminate it, 1 and 2, I think the
They're not bad, but I think they're a little dated. I don't like.
They're not bad. They're excellent.
I don't like having to hold down a button to look up.
But that's not saying like it's almost.
I like to be able to walk around and look up because you have to stop moving to look up.
So let me ask you this: did you have a problem transitioning
No, but I'll tell you I have a problem now going back and playing part 4.
You never like
4 is one of my favorite games of all time. 4 is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm scared to go back and play it because it's probably not going to be my favorite game anymore. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather you wear the rose-tinted eye patch.
I might ruin his memory just
DX on
saying
the
like,
plate.
yo, we're gonna do Villainy
DX
Theater
plates.
for Resident Evil 4.
No, I would love to do it, honestly.
No, the game is still storyline.
I would love to do it because even part 5 had you can't move and shoot. But even still, I just think back to part 5 and I'm like, wow, I can't believe in this game you can't actually move and shoot. But that's what I'm saying. In Metroid, you guys wouldn't like the freedom to be able to walk around and look up.
It would be welcome, but I don't think it's necessary. Like, it really depends on the rest of the game. No, it really depends on the rest of the game. The shooting mechanics didn't make Metroid.
All right,
It
so
doesn't
what
make
would
Metroid Metroid. What makes Metroid is the atmosphere, the resulting the exploration, combat, boss fights. But the combat itself isn't what makes Metroid does.
It's a component of it.
Yeah, it's just one component.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah,
All right. So
And it worked well, especially with the platform.
Yeah.
And the
I think
exploring and jumping around. and whatnot.
I disagree. I think the controls for every GameCube game were implemented because of the limitations of every GameCube game. The controller. Yes.
Yes. For Nintendo games specifically,
Yes.
all of them were designed around that controller. All of them worked well.
I mean, if
But-
that's the case, if you're going based on that argument, then they could just simply upgrade time squares because to have this system.
It was
Wait,
dope. I
GoldenEye.
love
Wait,
Time
Time
Splitters.
Splitters doesn't have dual analogs?
No.
Really?
It was one analog.
Yeah.
Just
I didn't even know that.
I can't remember.
I didn't know
Well,
that.
Time Splitters,
I never played it on GameCube. I played it on PS2.
I played on GameCube. Future Perfect. Time Splitters 3. There's the Cortez.
They're all Pete's in Sacker outfit. Are you guys serious?
I can't remember.
Time Splitters had like tank controls? I gotta go back and play it. I don't remember.
It's
But-
been a while. It's been a
But
while. Yeah.
so what would you guys want out of a new Metroid Prime? If anything, because it sounds like you guys are completely happy with everything that's been done. They can't do the same thing twice.
No.
An HD remake of all of them would be nice. That'd be
The
nice.
elements can't come back.
Like if they say coming with a 4, I'll be the.
Yeah. You got the,
One thing
you
that,
got
that
the
I do
beam with Friar.
think they should bring back though just have one large world as opposed to going to different
Yeah, and I think that's the Metroidvania style, and people don't notice because it's in 3D. But even Batman Arkham City has the
Yeah.
Metroidvania style.
Arkham Asylum, Arkham City was more.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum more like it. But I don't know. For me, I would like them to like shy away from so much voice acting like Part 3 had.
Tone away. I thought you were gonna go with the other end. I was gonna say tone away on all that.
Oh,
animation from other-
I deleted that from my brain.
Okay.
Erase.
Deleted that shit from my brain. But no, I say tone down the voice acting. Like the suit can actually talk and shit like that. But we don't need to see so many. What is that?
It's an
Erase
eraser.
that.
We don't need to see so many. We don't need to hear too many people talking. You know what I mean? Maybe the dead soldiers, because there's always gonna be dead soldiers on some plane or some shit like that, right? Fallen derelict ship or some shit like that. The lighting, I definitely like a more desaturated look for it, like the first one had.
All of them
Not
had
necessarily
listen,
dark.
Not all of them
1,
had
2,
great
3
lighting.
Prime games. I
Yeah.
mean, the Prime games had them, but the handhelds and after that, after like Fusion, they all had a very very colorful look to them, and I kind of didn't like that look to it.
It was.
Yes, it was.
And it was because the reason it was colorful was
Because the
because
Game Boy
didn't
screen.
have a backlight.
Yeah.
So they had to make it a bit more colorful.
Yeah. Even if you look at Castlevania
Harmony of
of
Dissonance.
Dissonance, they made the characters colorful as shit in that game.
Because the Circle of the Moon, people complain, oh,
Shit's dark as fuck.
Continue.
Yeah, but no, fucking. I would like a more desaturated, maybe like a grainy look to it. To kind of give it like a little more, get it a little more closer to its influences, which is like I said, the movie Alien. To get it closer to that.
Yeah, but like, we're looking at the video right now, right?
Yeah. No, that's what I would love about it. That's getting back to like its influences. Because when you play the first Metroid on Nintendo, it's pure darkness and fucking lava, and, like monsters everywhere. There's not really like any bright open areas like they had in like the first Prime game. You look up to the sun and shit like that. It's like caverns and rainy days and shit like that. Oh, dope! Yeah, like, oh yeah.
Silas?
They had
That's the rumor, right? That's been what they've been teasing.
Wait, what's Silas? That's
No,
the character
So at the end of alright.
of Hunters, right?
Right. So
I
at
hated that game.
the end of Prime 3,
Okay.
if you get 100% on Prime 3, there's a ship that's chasing Samus.
Yeah.
And that ship looks like Silux's ship from the Metroid Prime Hunter DS game.
Yeah,
He's
he was
another
a bounty hunter
He was
too,
a bounty
right?
hunter that was after Samus.
What's up?
Time.
Yeah, we're good. We don't got a time limit here.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay. Unless you guys got somewhere.
So that's how they left
JK
off
wants
with
to go
3.
home.
I saw I didn't play it. No.
I haven't. The only reason why I have is because since I thought these were freaking like.
They did the same shit.
My 3DS.
Oh, not 3DS. It's DS.
DS had the card.
Oh, yeah, the 3DS I have.
Yeah.
But I was looking at on launch.
No, but there was a teaser at the end of Federation 2.
A teaser what?
Of the next Metroid game.
What did it look like?
So same art style and everything, but it was some guy stealing the Metroid, or some person stealing the Metroid.
In the art style Federation 4.
Yeah, you see it in first person.
Really?
So they break in and
Yo, the music too loud from Metroid. I can't hear Danny Glover. Danny Glover's not used to speaking directly into the mic. That's what it is. Get used to it, bro. We're all going to jail. Our president's gonna send us there. But nah. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I just want a darker game this time around. Not necessarily dark in the sense of like Twilight Princess, where like it was just kind of gloomy and like shit. I mean like dark in tone, and as in like I said, like Master of the Alien, a little more isolated,
everything
a little
except
more
like
claustrophobic.
other
Yeah.
basically.
No, not necessarily. You don't see death and shit like that. I just mean like sounding like Super Metroid, like where you know you kind of walk through a room and you have to put together the pieces of people dying, but it's not literally like put out there for you.
Everything except Other M has had that though.
Not really. Metroid Prime 3 doesn't have that.
Some parts.
Metroid Prime 3 is a little more.
Well, like when you go into the pirate ship and the fortress and whatnot.
That's in part 1.
No. That's
In part 3, you go to a pirate. I don't know. It's been a long time.
like you invade the planet and then you like when you're putting all the energy cells or whatever. Like there's a derelict ship somewhere that you actually have to go explore in Prime 3.
I actually wouldn't want that back just for the fact that it's been done so many times in Metroid. Like seeing the room full of dead bodies. They had that in Metroid Prime 1, 2.
They've had
all of them. Yeah. So
what they need to do, and I would like take that money if they say that she dies.
That's a little too much for me. I mean, but she died already.
That's what happened
in Fusion.
before. That's Fusion.
She died in Fusion already.
Wait, are you saying that the next Metroid 3D game is just a remake of 4?
Oh shit, they passed 10. Yeah. They speak your mind overtime. We ain't got no time limit at the new studio. But no, don't kill her, man. Fuck her. That's too much of a hype. Kill her too much.
Tone down the whole anime shit from Other M.
No, like
Keep her silent.
I say don't even like have
Super
a little
silent.
cutscene in the beginning. Just let the game start and you're in like a new world and you just.
If they go the Zelda approach, like Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, that is the Zelda approach pretty much. That would be dope.
So,
I think it
I
should
got
be.
a question. How do you think?
I don't think she should. I don't think she should. What's her primary abilities? Like
The Vajra suit, period.
the Vajra suit, the Varia. She doesn't need to lose that because it pretty much is enough. It's just like extra barrier protection.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. She doesn't need to.
But then
The double jump, she doesn't need to lose.
Missiles with different beams.
Missiles, beams, maybe like ice, fire, maybe keep an average beam. I don't think the game needs to expand in terms of her repertoire. I think the game needs to expand in terms of the world. Like instead of like having it be puzzle, I don't think it should be an upgrade based. I think upgrade based games are so like.
but then you lose the whole Castlevania.
Like the whole backtracking and accessing new locations that you haven't you couldn't reach before.
Well, then they would have to create something new. Honestly, I don't want to collect the fucking various suit again. I don't want to collect the fucking double jump again.
Hell yeah.
No, fuck that.
Vincent
Like
repeats
they
that.
could
Why
they
you
could do
put
the whole
Resident
Dark
Evil
Souls
in?
approach though.
Gnarly Mark. He don't play 2K17. He's a fucking.
There's no real upgrades, but
Marv
just keep
needs
going forward
a
and the
new
whole
gimmick
map-
prop.
Yeah, not even just leveling
Marv
up like
blind
with
as fuck.
numbers or whatnot, but as far
I
as
said that, but
traversing
he
the
don't believe
world,
me. No, I believe you guys. I am.
you know, like I opened up this
More
gate.
than
This gate
iPads.
allowed me to get this elevator, and whoa, I'm back here.
Yeah, you ring the tower bell and then you go into hell. It's represented as hell in Dark Souls 1.
But you know how like that whole world is all you can find a place that you previously, yeah. They could go that approach. But my friend, and that'll still kind of be, it'll kind of feed the whole backtracking and then navigating from way out.
Yeah, I don't think it should be a collectathon.
Yeah, Metroid's ever.
All right, I'm saying collectathon.
But collectathon, not like
I don't want to collect fucking
Banjo-Kazooie.
missiles. I don't want to collect fucking. Give me 100 off the bat. Let me stay with that. Like I'm telling you,
So you
guys. No, I want them to construct the world around the power-ups in a way that the world itself is a challenge, not the power-ups. The power-ups shouldn't be keys. You know what I'm saying? Because all it's really doing is if I'm collecting keys for doors at that point. It's like Resident Evil. Like yeah, they're power-ups. Yeah, they give you new abilities, but all it really is just giving you a key to access a different area. I'm saying the developers need to come up with a different way of blocking off the world, or don't block off the world at all.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Make it an exploration type thing.
So,
Like
okay, so like
I've never played that.
Record. It's an Xbox One game made by Keiji Inafune and then some of the guys that worked on the original Metroid Prime. You would take different soul robots and put into different robot bodies. And
I know I've heard of it. I have never played it.
the only reason I was
But how
following
does
it-
that relate to what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it was like one of the main guys behind Metroid Prime 1 and 2.
it's literally Metroid Prime.
And what, you don't get power-ups and shit like that?
I've never played
No,
it.
you get power ups, but
You collect the different orbs.
right. You get like 3 different. You start off with the dog, and then you get like a brute, and you get like some other type of creature that the orb can absorb into that soul, and you go basically traversing like throughout the entire open world.
Yeah, something about.
But like you're already OP. Like you start off as 100% OP, and you just level up your character.
I don't know. I the way I see it is like Zelda got rid of the whole collecting items to be keys thing too. Like I think that Metroid needs to do the same thing. I think that yeah.
So Breath of the Wild, you get 4 abilities, and you get the 4 abilities right off the bat, and then you can do anything you want.
Yep, exactly. And I think Metroid needs to take that same approach. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I don't want to collect shit this time. I say let me explore the world, let the world be designed in a way that it's still a challenge despite me having every power up. Design the world in a way, make the enemies harder on this level of the map so that I have to like maneuver better with my costume or like learn how to use the character better. It's like shit. What's a fighting game that's like you start off sucking because you don't know how to play it, but as you learn the character, you go back to these areas.
WWE 2K17.
Any fighting, let's just say anything. You go back to an area where you learn actually how to maneuver better with the character. You know, like Dark Souls. Dark Souls, you kind of like pick up, you kind of like what's that called? You pick up muscle memory almost. You pick up. Yeah, I played Shenmue. It's fair.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it. And I've seen gameplay.
The background music is too loud? You guys telling me at 10 o'clock? He's telling me if Mark don't put the volume down, we are unsubscribing. The volume down for the music?
Is that how y'all feel?
Yo, we're villains, bro. I could take.
How you feel?
It's cool.
Just no.
All I hear is
Just
Metroid,
no.
scary ass movie.
No.
It's cool.
You will be erased. Okay? You will
But-
be. Stop.
But yeah, yo, fucking, I'm telling you, design the Samus's abilities around a skill factor where like you get better playing with her as you continue. Like let her button presses be like very, very what's that called? Fucking, I know I'm going on a bad route here.
Yeah, because not
really pressure
no,
sensitive, but like
you want it to be more of a character action game.
yeah,
Because that's what Other M was. That's literally what Other M was. Other M was like a Ninja Gaiden light.
I don't know. Honestly, I can't think of my own options for fixing Metroid, but I'll tell you that
It's not broken.
the
Fix.
collecting
Not
thing.
broken.
Well, that'd be saying Zelda wasn't
Other
broken. You
M
told
is.
me yourself that you didn't like the fighting style in Zelda. You said that was the main thing you wanted to fix for the next game, and that's exactly what they did.
The fighting itself is relatively the same.
What about dodging attacks, making it go in slow motion,
And jumping.
jumping in general?
So they're right. So there's some parrying. There's some obviously the weapons, right?
Not the background
Durable
music.
weapons instead
Okay.
of like
I don't know what you're talking
immortal
about.
weapons.
The Metroid video has background music. That's what the fuck they're talking about. So they probably didn't hear this whole conversation.
Damn.
So we were good with the music. So we were good with the music.
I don't remember where the music was at though.
Yeah,
It's
we
fine.
can leave it like
fine
that.
like
It's
this.
fine. It's fine. Don't worry
Marv
about
can't read. I have an iPad. Marv's a villain. Marv doesn't need to read. But
Marv went to Villain Academy.
if Mark don't put the volume down, let me see. Did they
It
actually
was
ever
for that
say?
It was for that video, definitely.
Oh yeah, we just.
So Marv, like to get back on topic.
Yo, the music from Metroid too loud. All right, yeah, he did say it, but that was like way back. I actually didn't see it.
So I'm open to them making any changes.
Yeah.
But if they were to give me another Metroid Prime 4 as is, it's been so long that I would take that as well.
Yeah.
Because
I probably would too. I can't lie.
there hasn't
would.
been any game like Metroid Prime since Metroid Prime 3.
Yeah.
And that was what, 2006, 7, 8,
Nah.
And I would just
7.
add
Had to be
for the
2007.
Switch.
So it was 10 years ago. That was the last time we got a Metroid Prime game.
It's been a while.
10 years ago.
It's been a while since you guys got Metroid. And this will probably be my first one that will probably be into mostly. Like,
Boy, you
as
better
a
play
Switch.
Metroid Prime 1 to finish that shit.
Yeah,
I will, I will.
Amazing.
Well,
Eventually I'll
we can
get
end
it.
this episode hither. Is there any other comments about Metroid?
Probably just gonna get Metroid for the Switch just because it's another game for my Switch. That's it. That's it.
I like the way you put that, Jacob.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, ladies and gents, sorry if you didn't hear the whole Metroid conversation because it was a good one. It
Oh
was a
yeah,
good one.
we trolled them. We trolled the burn chat right now.
Ain't
by
nobody
doing
could
that.
hear us during the whole thing, but it's cool. We need a producer in here, man. That's the shit that gets me
We need
fucking.
that producer.
It gets me fucking mad. I don't have nobody to actually tell me, hey, in
Probably
the same room
iPad.
as me.
I don't know. Maybe it's the other side. You have to put it.
Yeah, and then somebody would show up and just sit there and be the producer.
That'd be nice.
It would be. It would be. I'm gonna try it next week. But, God, I just want to thank our guests for being here with us today. Future One from the dystopian future came back to the past to kick some ass.
Yeah.
And God tier,
Shinigami 313.
Shimigami,
the man, the myth,
God
the
of that.
legend.
the fighting legend. Yeah. All right, so big special shout outs to Speak Your Mind Radio. We're powered by Speak Your Mind Radio. Also, shout outs to other podcasts that we have, our family, our familia, OTR podcast. Shout outs to them.
I don't got friends. I got family.
We got family.
Word.
I fight for my family. All right, I know it's friends. Shut up. So,
Who says that?
Ike,
Okay.
I know.
All right. Have you played Fire Emblem?
Yeah, I have Fire Emblem Echoes.
You have Echoes?
Yeah, I have. Actually, Fate. I think I have.
Okay. Echoes
Yeah.
comes out Friday. I thought you,
Yeah.
I thought you pulled the gots here. Like, oh yeah, I actually have it.
I know I have-
right here.
Went
I
to
know,
Young
right? I'll
Store.
be like, yeah.
Unwrap the plastic. Yeah.
Shout outs to the Dark Hour. Shout outs to the Real Point Podcast. Shout outs to the Real Shit Talkers. Shout outs to the Darkened Hour. And shout outs to our Burn Chat, which.
Oh, you forgot one podcast.
Which one?
The Over the Top Rope.
No, that was
No, that was
first.
the first
That
one.
was
That was
one.
the first one you said? All right, so I fucked up.
Trying to make me fail.
I did.
You did mention
I did.
Dark Hour twice though.
Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah.
I knew we forgot one.
I know it. I just don't want to forget one of them because I know I get backlash after that. But I love you guys. Shout outs to the Burn Chat, which I'm sorry, YouTube. This is all YouTube's fault for the beta, but the Burn Chat was real. Shout outs to the Mighty Pete's Fedora and the Bucket Hat from DX going to war on our Burn Chat. And yeah, shout outs to everybody else. Marv, you want to put any input?
Happy Mother's Day to any mothers that are watching.
Exactly. Happy Mother's Day to my mother and everybody's mothers here, and everybody at home. Definitely. Hope you have a great Mother's Day.
Happy birthday, if
I'm
anyone's
over
birthday.
there.
Happy birthday,
Guys, YouTube must die. Subscribe to survive.
Oh
Good
yes.
night.
And one more thing before you do that.
One
If you don't
more thing.
subscribe to survive, you will be erased.
Just end it. Just end it.
Erased.
End it. End
Just
it.
end it.